Yo, everybody, welcome to RaddTitan Chat 203.
Yeah,
203.
203.
We're trucking on.
And we're not starting this week with me cursing straight away as we did last week.
Yeah, try and be quiet for a minute then so you don't ruin it. We're going to be giving you the latest news. We're going to be showing you some company updates. We're going to be going through some fan art pieces, concepts, renders. We're going to be talking about what's going on in the community today. We'll be taking on your questions. And we'll be answering pretty much anything you put in front of us. And the good thing about here, you don't have to put a super chat. You don't have to join and pay money to ask a question. Just crack on and go. If you want to throw one in, by all means. You know,
don't deter people, man.
Yeah, if you want to support the channel, by all means, drop some dimes. But you know, we'll be here regardless. So you know, if you are watching, thanks very much for joining us. Hit the like button. Let's get them green thumbs up. You know, let's get the sub numbers starting to fly and the views. So share all this and show the RaddTitan a bit of support. Mad love team.
Well, we did well last week. I mean, for some reason, Google or YouTube or whoever it was decided they were going to share us.
That was a mistake.
And basically, we just then got like 100 people saying, "What the fuck is this?" And
well, there you are. That's the first swear word. 1 minute and 22 seconds in, and it was Alex. I just want that noted.
Dag nabbit. It doesn't count when I'm quoting, though. You know?
Who are you quoting? Yourself?
Well, I'm sure someone said it. Pretty much.
Okay, all right.
So
the funny thing is, Alex always tells me that I need to not swear, and the funny thing is that he doesn't realize how much he does it. He has no concept of it whatsoever. In fact, I would bet money. It's the same with my wife. I had the same thing with Jenny the other week in the car with Georgie starting to talk now. My son's like 21 months old, and he's just firing words all over the place. And she's like, "Oh, you know, you need to stop swearing." So I was like, "Okay." So I said to her, "Let's play a game and see who swears first." Like, and honestly, we had to do about 10 do-overs because she just kept doing it. I go, no, I wasn't ready. Start again. It's like you don't realize how much you actually swear.
Yeah,
you just don't know.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, on the other live chats, I have to do it. I tried to do it, but I think, I don't know, like when we did it on the video the other day, that was quite hard. That was really hard. I think I did like 5 or 6.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, dang, yeah. But no, last week we got like
it's fine.
2,500 views on the chat, which is pretty good. I mean, we don't normally get that many. So yeah,
it's good.
I can't complain about that.
Should have been more professional when people actually asked what it was about. I should have actually answered, but sometimes you just take it as a bit of a slight, like it's a dig, and it's probably just an innocent question, like what is it this channel is? And I was just a bit like,
I don't know. I think
it's Bangkok. And they were just like, what? It's Bangkok.
I think a few of them, the way that they were kind of like asking it seemed a bit standoffish at first.
Yeah, maybe.
When they realised they're actually reading through them, then they kind of changed their tune. So, I don't know. I did notice that as well. Stuck up on Inferno. Hello, Honky Tonks. Been watching the Dick Emery show.
Honky Tonks is racist.
Yeah. The likeness of the thumbnails is spot on to the real thing.
I think I got a bit of a bebop thing going. I'll take that.
Yeah, your eyes, man. Exactly the same.
I ain't got any eyes.
Yeah. Mark Bax in the house. Happy JCG. Here we go, Nick. I was actually upstairs watching Constantine. I was quite happy there, actually.
Yeah, Constantine's awesome.
Geo Bop and Rock Thomas on time as always. We were actually on time. We were waiting. And then Geo went into a story that went on for about 4 minutes, and that's why we were late.
You can say that, but I was ready at 9:30, and Alex took 10 minutes before he actually sent me a link.
It started at 2.
Yeah, I know, but if you
because it used to be 9:30, but you were always late.
Listen, but it was irrelevant. The point is that if I'm here and I say I'm ready, you should be like, here's the link so that we can have our conversation before the time starts ticking away. But you decide not to. I was watching Embedded.
What's that? Oh yeah,
UFC Embedded. Yeah, just the first one. I got about 5 minutes into Embedded.
Who's fighting the weekend? It's a big one, isn't it? Holloway and
it's the Fight Island. So no, it's maybe it is actually. Maybe it is because I'm interested in that Mastervolt fight.
Yeah.
I love that guy. So him and Usman, the champion, he's just jumped in, he stood in because Usman, his opponent were tested positive for coronavirus. So he's had to, So they were like, Masvidal's jumped in there to save the event.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, on July the 11th.
But I think it's something along the lines of, because he's being a mouthy cockhead, it's literally like, you win this fight, or if you don't win this fight, you're out or something.
Masvidal.
I think it's something like that, yeah. I think there was a thing with Masvidal when they said to him, look, because you're being
he's just signed a new contract at UFC, so that was going to be irrelevant. Yeah, it'll be at least a 3 to 5 fight deal he'd have signed.
Yeah. There was something about he was being mouthy, and they said to him like, "All right, well, you fight this." Oh no! Do you know what it was? Oh, don't worry, no, it was Kofi Covington talking shit. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, but you know what is funny about him? You know, everyone says something. I've watched a few of his fights. He's quite a talented fighter.
He's very good.
He's not a bum.
Yeah,
he just I don't know. He's just not likable. Yeah. But he's got some talent. He's got some skill.
Does it on purpose because he wants people not to like him, because you always want to see that person lose. Moses in the house.
Heel, isn't it?
Jason Buckley. Joe Figure. Dirty Alfred's back.
Dirty Alfred. Looks like your dad.
Looks like your mother. Chris K. Yo-Yo. Gabriel Gutierrez. BW3. Stockholm from Inferno. Who nabbed the Warhammer statue? Well,
still not been decided.
Not been claimed.
Fighting over it.
Punisher XS Yo-Yo. Enjoy that Warhammer piece. You guys reviewed, by the way, incredible piece. It is absolutely amazing piece, and we're just fortunate. HMO sending it across for us to review, give our feedback on. We reviewed it, and luckily, neither of us kind of collect that kind of thing. Otherwise, we'd be arguing over that thing big time.
I mean, it's the best HMO piece we've seen to date. I mean, lots of good friends, collector mates and stuff have sent me like Warhammer stuff to get a bit more clued up. So I appreciate you sending me the videos to have a little dive into. But yeah, man, it was really impressive. Actually, it was really impressive.
Very, very impressive. Yeah,
shocking, really, as well. A little bit of a shock, because you see pictures and you're like, yeah, it looks all right. But I always say pictures. What do we say? What do I usually say?
I saw the prototype.
That's it. I didn't see it.
I saw the prototype, and the actual production piece was much better than the prototype.
What I love though about HMO, that what I love the most is the last few HMO pieces I've seen have had elements on them that I've never seen it done anywhere else before. Yeah. Like Morgan's eyes, and like that hand, and the hand in the resin, in the resin thing to stop it being recasted, and just like Mafuzo Mokhtar is an absolute fucking genius. He's just a boss. The guy's a boss, and
super cool guy.
He is, and you could argue. I mean, that maybe he may have sculpted and created the greatest piece probably ever made.
Well, I think he did both Hulkbusters.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
XM Hulkbuster for me is, I don't own it, but for me, I think that's the standard of engineering, paint, application, design. It's just the highest standard of anything that I've seen. I don't think there's a better statue around. Personally, I'll stand by that statement. If you think you've got a better piece than that, by all means, come and throw it at me, but you better come with something good, because if you come with me with like fucking Hulk PF OG, I'm just gonna slap you with something. Because it's watching that, just the whole way it's put together, where it's a crazy the whole concept and design thing. You think to yourself, how did you get from zero to there? And you think of what went into that. Mafuzo Mokhtar is the man behind that piece, behind the sculpture.
Is it the Kaharic brothers were the ones who did the concept?
Yeah, so exactly, you are. See that, and they're big names.
Yeah,
I mean, it's what you're talking about, I mean, that's what just shows you together. Like, you get a lot of talented people in a room, and there's nothing you can't achieve.
Iron sharpens iron. Robert Wright in your house. Collectible Kingdom. Yeah, it's pretty shitty here too.
It's crap.
Collecting. What's up, everyone? Anton.
Yo.
Bull Midget TV. The Bullrog versus Gandalf is probably the worst statue for 1500. Such a cash grab from Prime 1. Weakest Lord of the Rings statue. The flames are actually made of jello. I thought it looked quite good. I thought it looked quite good.
For me, it's
the one with Keanu Reeves. It is based on that. It's
a great film. It's a great film. I really like the Sideshow diorama that was in conjunction with Weta. The one where he's falling. And the wings roll up. It's all like coming around like that, and then like Gandalf is sort of like hanging on, and he's got his sword. I just love that whole design. I think that's really exceptional. I have to see him. I'd have to see it in person. It wasn't the pictures and things that definitely didn't blow me away. If he looked okay, but
they mess around. They mess around with their pictures too much. They Photoshop them way too much. Shit,
that's a con though. If you're doing that, that's a bit of a con.
They always do it. They always
You shouldn't do it. Well, somebody needs to speak up and say you shouldn't do it. Then shouldn't they?
Actual Kingdom, Constance. Well, loads of companies do it, but they. Constantine is great. What's this? Super Douchey. What's your thoughts on Somei? Some of the pieces in person a few days ago didn't expect them to look so good. Their pieces are absolutely amazing. Some of the older anime pieces are really nice. Some of the new Berserk pieces look amazing. I'm trying to think. We had like Killer Bee a long time ago. That was actually really nice. It's just fortunately they're not pieces that neither of us collect or got into. The thing with them as well is their wait times are ludicrous. Absolutely ludicrous. Their communication's really, really bad. I had which one? I had Vegeta on order, and I literally got no communication from them. And in the end, I just sold it on. I got fed up with it. So
it's not great, is it?
Baskerville versus Usman.
Yeah.
Game Bradford being the new champ. Don't know.
Listen, that guy's just a fucking. He's a pit bull. And I don't bet on pit bulls or losing fights. So, it's just one of them things. Styles make it, but I don't know. I think Usman's a little bit more hittable. So if he hits him, I think he'll put him to fucking sleep. But we'll see.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Baskerville was shit at one point. Baskerville was like, I think his record's like 16-8 or something. He lost like loads of fights in the beginning of his career.
Yeah, but Anderson Silva lost his first fight. People do.
Yeah, lost a few. He got submitted a few times.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to find your feet. Greatness, being undefeated is just very difficult in this sort of sport. I think Anderson Silva lost his first fight. I think he did.
Lost their first fight. I think it was Jose Aldo lost his first fight and then won 20 in a row.
Yeah, that's another one. It might be him as well. It could be Aldo. But I know that a great fighter lost his first fight, and it was attributed to nerves and things. It just was like a lot of it goes like that.
Well, Carlin in the house. What's up, brothers?
Yo,
F-State of States.
He's been missing for a while, my boy.
He's been missing, buddy. We got. We did a count up. On Bowen Busts.
You're winning.
I'm beating him by 2. Yeah.
He's buying guns at the moment, mate. So I wouldn't fucking worry.
Yeah, I stay clear of him then. Big Daddy Kane saw Constantine on my honeymoon. That's quite cool. In Ireland in March 2005.
Wicked film. I've been trying to get the steelbook, but people want spastic money for it. Crazy
What's
money.
Up, guys? Hope you and yours are doing well and staying healthy. So, what are you hoping for? Expected to be the Sideshow reveal in a couple of weeks. I mean, that Silver Surfer has to be there. That Silver Surfer has to be there.
I'm at a stage of my collecting where I just think that everything is I'm in a gifted position that I'm pretty done. So, I don't wait. I'm not sitting there waiting with bated breath and waiting for these events to come to see what, I can spend my money on. It's more a case of I get to sit back and just be like all back of the bus and just be like, yeah, I like that. Maybe I'll buy that. It's a very good position. I've got to be honest with you. I really don't envy anybody sort of getting into this hobby that's like looking around the room and I've got like 3 pieces and a fucking whole lot of spaces to fill because it's just
so expensive.
It's so fucking dear. I mean, I really would advise people to go back and buy some older pieces, things that are sort of like you can get because it's fucking crazy. Some of the shit, it's mental.
That's what I'm doing with these bone busts at the moment. I mean, something about them. There's like a real, like, you know, something, you know, like a nostalgia to them. They really capture that kind of old kind of comic book art that we were into, like probably like
definitely,
90s.
definitely.
And there's a lot of characters that are never ever going to get made into statues, and they just fit beautifully on these little shelves. They fit great. So that's the thing. I mean, I'll probably get another handful of them, and then you know, get the ones I kind of want and see how it goes from there. But they're just so like you get one for like, if you pay 50 quid, you can get pretty much 80% of them. You know, you get for 50 quid or less.
I really want Ronan to be the one. I never see it for good money. So it's like
Charles posted it today, didn't he? Or yesterday, Charles posted it. Yeah, really nice picture.
I do like it. I like it because it's like metallic green, like the pose and stuff.
Yeah.
I never see it for like the sort of money that I would consider paying for it, so it's a bit of a problem.
Anything new coming in statue-wise? Gio and I both ordered a Logan head, so we're waiting for that to come in, but neither of us have got Logan.
Yeah, well, that's you jumping on my fucking bandwagon, you punk-ass bitch.
Rob Swallow, the Bowen Bus are kicking the DVDs off the shelf. Yeah, now they're going up the middle as well.
I rightly should. I mean, who the fuck has DVDs? DVDs? What, you're fucking 60?
Well, I already told you why. I unboxed them because my girlfriend hasn't seen anything. She hasn't seen anything in movies. So literally I went through them going, you seen this? No. Like, so there's about 50 movies. I'm like, yeah, we got to watch all these. And she's really open to it. I mean, as I say, she's upstairs now watching Constantine. So she's doing really well.
Constantine's awesome.
Last night we watched Fallen.
Don't know it.
Yeah, with Denzel Washington.
Don't know it. Not seen it.
Really? Oh man, you've got to watch.
Doesn't ring a bell to me.
Well, it's where he's a detective, and I was doing Jenny there, but he is actually a detective, and he there's a guy on death row, and the guy gets put to death, and then there's this like spirit thing, like a demon after him.
Okay, maybe.
It's good though. It's good though.
I like Denzel Washington.
It's hard to explain, but it's a good film. I've got a box actually here. So yeah, I mean that
explains a lot. Fucking Denzel's face in the dark. That's useful.
Yeah. So no, and also we watched the other day. We watched Perfect World.
Great film.
Obviously, watch.
Got a little bit of a soft spot for that kind of film, really. That Perfect World. I like.
She didn't like it as much. She said it's well too depressing.
It is quite dark. It's definitely depressing.
She said that. She said like, oh, you know, this is directed by Clint Eastwood. He's going to die at the end, isn't he? And I was like, I don't know. Maybe you should watch it. And I'm like, fuck yeah, she called that right. Personally, I love the Primal Borog diorama. It's more. I think it looks good, man. I mean, the pictures it looks good, but I've only looked at them on my phone, so I don't know. Mike Fodden in the house. Punisher XS. Yeah, Hulkbuster does look good. Hulkbuster better than Ghost Rider. I haven't seen it in person. Yeah, Ghost Rider is an amazing statue, but I think it does need a repaint.
Oh, it's better. There's much better engineering on it. And also when you're fucking with metallic paints, the rate of error is huge, and that piece is like 85%. You know, metallic paints all over the place and detailed lines. It's a harder paint. Yeah. It's a more complicated design, and obviously you've got the whole quarter scale Iron Man either can come out separately, go into its chest, Hulkbuster with the Iron Man. I mean, it's not even comparable in that regard because it's just too many choices. The way that they thought about it is, you know what, there's not a box that wasn't ticked or marked or thought about, and that's why.
Well, what
I'd probably say it's the king.
What it is with XM as well is they do things as well that, God, I'm so fucking well promoting them now, aren't I? But they do things in a way where it's like Hulkbuster, Ghost Rider, the Sentinel diorama. They do things as well which are more of a kind of portfolio piece as well. So they do things which are really out there that other
represent the company,
and they can go, well, look, we've done this, and this, which no other company has even attempted yet, and we were the first to do that. And that's one of the things they do as well. That was one of the things about the Sentinel diorama. I mean, I know it's taken a long, long time to come out, but that made them no money. That made them absolutely no money. The Venom bust made them no money either. You know. I picked up a slightly damaged Ronin for 30 quid at bargain. A bit of epoxy sculpt paint, and it looks good as new. I saw that one. It had no box. Oh yeah, I was looking at that. He had a couple of other
the hand on the hand. I saw the one on the hand. There's a bit of damage on the hand. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
he had a few pieces with no boxes. I was looking at some of them. Richard in the house. Yo, Richard. No one does Hulkbuster, the Kucharak brothers. The arc reactor on the standalone Iron Man that comes with the Hulkbuster has the same design as their Bowen Hulkbuster. I didn't know that. Love it. Yeah, the Bowen Hulkbuster is amazing. Really nice piece as well. Even the bust is amazing. Gooch 007, Yo-Yo Pips.
Who's Gladys?
Yeah. Analog without the smoke never looks so good. What's that one? Mark on analog without the smoke never looks so good.
No idea.
Boron without the smoke. That makes sense now. I was just like, what the? Emerald 322. What's up, fellas? Looks like I'm making on time. Live stream 2 weeks in a row.
Nice.
You are winning at life. As the post office delivered your statue to the wrong house. Happened to me today. I've only had it where. I need to Nick, if you're listening, do you remember you sent those books to the wrong address? They never ever came back to me. So you need to chase up with Simon Zadlemon if you're listening, because they never ever got to me. But no, it hasn't happened to me. But you know what happened the other week is we've
sent one to the wrong house once, so didn't you dizzy fuckwit?
No. That was Parcel Force do like a labelless delivery. Even though I wrote the addresses on the box, they stuck the wrong labels on.
Yeah, because you had 3 things sent all at once to 3 different places, and they put the wrong labels on the wrong box.
I had them all written on the boxes, even.
Yeah, they don't care.
No,
that's why you don't do labelless deliveries. I don't give a shit. That's why you got to get yourself out of the dark ages. Put your fucking DVDs away and buy a printer and get yourself together.
Got a printer. I actually put something on there. They still did it wrong. Anyway, but the other week, Cat Dad Michael, he basically got 2 parcels delivered to his house, and one of them weren't his, and he actually took it to the guy's house.
He's going to heaven, that guy.
That was the Captain America by Legendary Beast Studios. So that's like to get to his house probably cost him like $1,000.
1,500 quid.
Yeah, easy. There you go. Corby Cooper, evening. McGregor took Aldo's soul and he never returned. Yeah,
it's true. But it's like all things. Once somebody is beaten so badly, when someone's beaten so badly, it's very hard. That fear factor's gone. It's like Tyson after Douglas.
Yeah,
it never. Once a man can be beaten and can be beaten in the worst way, once people realise that man is mortal, that's it. There's no reason to feel fear from people, and fear's a big part of it. Fear's a massive part of it. Yeah. Someone like Aldo, he's terrifying. Aldo was terrifying for everyone. McGregor fucking smoked him in about 4 seconds, and he practiced that drill. I've watched him.
Seconds or so, yeah.
I've watched him practice that drill over and over again. And the thing I remember watching it like live, and I was like, "What the fuck is he doing?" He's like doing this weird sort of shuffle with his shoulder, and he's dropping his shoulder and hitting him with the fucking left hand short hook. And I was just like, "What the fuck is he doing?" He did it loads of times. Did it about 6 times, and then it was the first fucking meaningful punch he threw in the fight. Amazing.
Is there any shame in buying the regular Thanos on Throne? But
no fucking shame.
No shame in buying the regular, but buying a recast exclusive portrait. There is a shame in that. You can buy a custom portrait.
Yeah,
I wouldn't go for
do that.
Recast.
Don't touch recasted stuff of anything, man. You buy recasted stuff, you a cunt. So I wouldn't get into that. It's not something you want to sort of be. You want to be known for. And I'll tell you something else as well, which is important to understand, is that there are amazing. I have the exclusive Thanos on Throne. I'm not even displaying that portrait. I'm using the Alvaro Estuardo King Thanos head, and I don't think I'll ever take it off. It's one of the best portraits I own. Is that portrait? So there are people that will sell you the exclusive portrait. There are people that are making other portraits. There's a couple actually that are really nice comic ones where it's got sort of a grimace on one side. And it looks very comic accurate, very Ron Lin.
There are some really shit ones too.
There are some shit ones, but on fact, the things with Thanos on Throne, you've got so many options. You don't need to buy a recasted one. You've probably got about 15 heads, at least 15, maybe 20 different heads.
There's fucking loads of them. It's almost as bad as Magneto on Throne.
There you are.
It's loads.
So you've got 15 heads to choose from, and I guarantee you, if you're patient, you'll get yourself a proper exclusive head, the real legitimate one. So, don't touch recast stuff, man.
Definitely.
Just in principle, because once you cross that line, it can't be uncrossed.
Evening, Hugo. Go figure. Sideshow live stream. Did they say they were going to have a guy on board that is silver? I didn't hear. Not listen to any of them.
That would be cool though. If they said that, I would listen, because they're fuckers for like Easter eggs and hints and things. They're really good at that.
I saw one with Chris, and he does all these like little slips, like pretend slips. There you go. How's the GOG elbow bump? Yo.
You want to get that looked at.
Backy. What you guys said about Sobia spot on? I've been waiting for that. Doric statue for like 4 years. Yeah, the
Goldorak.
The Vegeta was. I couldn't even tell you how long it was. Vegeta was ages. Terry Curtis, evening.
Evening, Terry.
Are you going to give Alex shit for DVDs when you collect Steelbook DVDs?
I don't collect DVDs; they're Blu-rays.
Can you imagine that? Just starting out in the hobby with these prices nowadays, at least you got. At least a lot of us got in when the prices started going nuts. I remember 400 for premium format days. When I started, premium formats I paid £270 for second hand. Then the next one I paid £130 for. And then the next one I paid £165 for. So, yeah, and they're all second hand, and they're all, and all the parts there, it's all great. And now they're going crazy. Absolutely crazy. Perfect World is fantastic. I swear Studio needs to make a statue of Denzel Washington Training Day. Yep, good.
Great film.
Next film on my girlfriend's list is Man on Fire. Need to watch that.
Yeah, that's Denzel. That's a very good film.
Speaking of picking up older pieces to save money, any great pieces to look out for from buying?
Fucking millions, man. Are you crazy? What type of question is that?
I highly recommend, because Sideshow got rid of it's really unfortunate actually. Sideshow used to have a really good archive, and it used to be great. But what you would have to do is you would have to access it through Google. It was really, because their actual site was really, really crap to search. But if you searched on Google, you could type like Spider-Man archive, Sideshow archive or something, and it would get you like really good searches. But now they got rid of a load of it.
It depends what you're collecting anyway.
But
depends what you're after.
I do recommend typing in on Google, type in Sideshow PDF, and it will come up with Sideshow Collectibles catalogs, and you can download about 4 or 5 of them. And they've got some older pieces on there, which when I did that by chance, I found a load of pieces I've never even seen before at that time.
There's loads, man. There's so many. There's been so many ones. I mean, there's when we have Randy Bowen on here, just even him alone. When we look through his stuff in prep for him arriving, you just were like, Jesus, I've never seen like 60% of this stuff.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
Talked about Xynox. Oh, I haven't got the image for that. That's nothing new.
What was it?
Xynox basically posted that they were doing like an exclusive version of that Nihilus that Gunderson had the other week.
Oh, really?
It had like a different mask, but the mask was based off of the concept that the Coherent brothers did. But the thing is that's nothing new. Abdel just redoes everything. Abdel takes Loki, and he takes everything is like normally a redone part of something. So that's not really a surprise. It's not really news. Have you seen Freaks on Netflix? It has an R-rated X-Men vibe. Never heard of it. But someone did post something about it. I think we get different stuff over here, though, because I Googled Banshee, and I wanted to watch Banshee, and it was on Prime or Netflix. And I looked it up, and it weren't on either of them for me. But in America, it is. So we get different stuff.
Yeah, we get the shit stuff.
Darren Crofer in the house.
Yo.
Nassim Hamid. after Barrera.
Yeah.
Done badly.
Yeah, but I mean, do you know what it is though? It's a really funny thing with Hamid is like because he fought outside of Ingle's gym. Yeah, he Brendan Ingle, his name is, and he fought at his gym, and they've got this very like Johnny Nelson, a few other fighters. They've got this very elusive style, yeah, which is like they hit you from funny angles, and their movements really strange. And Hamid had ludicrous power for like a featherweight, but the problem is that when you come up against anybody that's elite level at the basics, that style, that movement thing, you're just going to get smashed the fuck out of, and that's the problem. Because that sort of elusive trickery style that won't work with someone who literally has an A-class jab, or do you know what I mean? Their straight shots are so fucking killer. And Marco Antonio Barrera is a fucking assassin. He's a killer sniper, and that guy, he will just literally, you'll be moving your head and ducking around, looking like you're fucking having a little dance, and he just smash your fucking head in. He just got he will not lean into any of your fakes or your feints. He's not going to fall for any of that. He's just going to bang you, and that was embarrassing. I was watching that fight, and I knew it was going to happen. I knew it because
did he quit? Did he lost one and just quit?
He had one fight after that, and he never looked right. I mean, it was the fight, the comeback. Because the problem was with Hamid was that he'd been found out a few times by half decent fighters, but he never really fought anybody at the elite level. I mean, at the time that Hamid was around, you had Marco Antonio Barrera, which he avoided like the plague. He held onto a WBO title and didn't want the big belts. And then you had fighters like Eric Morales and other fighters like they're fucking killers, man. And he didn't want none of them fuckers. He wanted none of them. He was happy fighting mediocre opponents. The second he got in there, and the big money happened. The big moment where it's like, okay, there's enough money and there's enough reason to do it, and it doesn't matter if I lose because I've my career's set and I've done this and I've done the other, and there's enough money there for me. The second that happened, he was absolutely exposed to being, a class B, sort of class C sort of fighter, not really elite level. He got fucking murked. He was a horribly arrogant sort of person. He was hard to watch for me. Yeah. I didn't like it, I really didn't like it. He was abrasive and he was a fucking arrogant guy. It wasn't very nice. In fact, I've sort of seen him about once or twice, and he doesn't come across nice even when there's no cameras on him. So, I don't think he's a very nice person.
That's a shame. That's a shame. All right. So, Mark Island says cheapest PF he ever picked up was Commander Shepard off of eBay for $400.
I don't even know what that is.
Commander Shepard.
What the fuck is that?
Isn't that from Shepard? Shepard's from Halo.
I don't know.
Really?
Don't know if that played the game.
Yeah, pretty sure it's Halo. But that's actually a good price because it's good money if that's the one I'm thinking of. But the thing is like with prices and stuff like that. I mean, I've actually been quite fortunate with a lot of stuff. So
I've got the Batman premium format exclusive. About I think 190 or 200 quid. I think that's the best I've ever done. Maybe the best I've done in terms of that.
I paid $230 for one of those, or $220, and it had a chipped ear on the big ear, which I didn't like anyway.
I'm trying to see if I've got anything else that I got for really, really good. I mean, I've got trades and things that I've done very well.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't really include those. But like paying money, I'm trying to think. I got the Poison Ivy for really cheap. The premium format Green with Envy. I think I got her for like 200 and something quid. That was a very good price.
Tony Scott directed Revenge is amazing. Never seen it. Kevin Costner in the film called Revenge. Never heard of it. And Tony Scott, I like Tony Scott.
Yeah, Tony Scott's cool. And Madeline Stowe, I know her from a few things.
Tony Scott killed himself, didn't he? He's a British guy as well. He killed himself, I think. Alvin in the house. Yo, what's up?
Yo.
Mark Carlin. Archives are still there. No, but a lot of the pieces from the archive have been taken off. If you look up some of the older for example, I might be wrong, but I was looking up the Galactus Legendary Scale bust the other day. That's gone. Loads of the old pieces are gone, and they used to always be there. If you search on Google, it used to redirect you there. The archives now, shit.
They did like a Tombstone piece, didn't they? Like of what's his name?
Doc Holliday
And Wyatt Earp. Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I don't think they're not the movie versions, but yeah, I think they did them.
I think they are. I think they are a little. No, they're not. They're right. They're not. They're based off history.
Well, they did John Wayne as well, and they did like loads of old.
Yeah.
Really
I like that. I like them though. Just see when.
They did the old Rambo, which is dreadful. It looks like the Bollywood version of Rambo. They did.
Rambo.
Yeah, they did. They did a load of them that Simon was collecting at the time as well. Conan.
Just see when.
I'm in UK and Freaks is on Netflix. I'll check out them. Problem is with my my Netflix is my girlfriend's one, so she has all these profiles, but like her family, they have like a family account, and what happens is like they all go into her one because it's the first one. So whenever you try and watch anything, like all the predicting things is fucked.
Yeah.
Every time I go into it, it's on this like descriptive Polish. It's like this like man talking over the top, and it's really really bad. And I have to figure out where the fuck to go, like on the list it's all in Polish. That was a funny thing about it. Like we weren't arguing, but literally like I was going to the shop the other day, right? And I went to the table and I picked up the list. And I went to my girlfriend. I was like, I'm going to the shop, right? Have you got a shopping list? And then she said, like, she sort of snapped a bit. She goes like, well, can you not use your common sense and think about what we need after you look in the fridge? And I said, well, I thought you made a list because you were going to like do a Tesco order. And she goes, well, yeah, I have, but do you not know what we want? And why don't you, like, if I do a list, it's just going to be over there. And I said, well, yeah, but last time it was in fucking Polish. So I'm going to be looking at the list going, yeah, we're going to need the fucking kaszpulgi. I don't know what the kaszpulgi is. What the fuck? I'm going to have to look now for it and find out what the fuck it is. And she's just like, oh, fair enough. She sent me a list on my phone with like 10 items before. And they're all in Polish. She goes, can you go to the Polish section and find these? Sent me a list. And I'm there going, well,
we know how you butcher names. Is it just me, or am I the only person here now who wants kaszpulgi?
But no, but I'm looking at
I really want to try kaszpulgi. That's what I want to. I want to have some.
Can I don't know if this is a bottle. I don't know if this is a packet. I don't even know what the fuck this is. And I'm like,
exactly. You're not like you can't even. Yeah, I get where you're going. It's not like meat, or it's not like wet. You got no idea.
All arts, yo.
Good man, getting paid to play, motherfucker.
He did a great video. Check him out about how to turn like industrial shelving into like clear acrylic cases.
Yeah, I'm staying away from that kind of shit because if my wife sees that, she's like, "Why can't you do that? Why can't you do that? Why are you paying like 300 quid for a fucking display when you can just do that?"
Yeah, but he was all like. He cut everything himself, so he cut the acrylic himself.
I cut my fucking hand off myself. We'll all go to fucking A&E together.
He basically cut all these like Velcro strips to put on there, and then he neatened it up by putting like all these like vinyl frame around it and everything. And I'm just like, yeah, I can't do that. Yeah, he lost me when he started to like take the shelving out the box, Grifter 81, Hi RaddTitan, Geo. Which Street Fighter 2 character do you want prototypes to make next?
Guile? Yeah, it's Guile or Sagat. I would. People think I've got some type of like. People think I've got like an issue with like Sosa and stuff like that, but there's not. In terms of like work and stuff like that, and what he does, and his pieces. I've got no problem with saying that he does some fantastic work. So, I would like to see him tackle a Guile and a Sagat on a personal level. I would like to see him sort of hit those two.
Be interested to see if he can do any females though. Be interested to see if he try and do like a Chung Li and stuff because I don't think I've ever seen a female sculpt from him.
No, I don't know.
I might be wrong. Emerald, Alex, get yourself a VPN and then use American Network to connect so you don't have to deal with this bullshit region lock-in Netflix, Amazon Prime, YouTube. I tried that actually and it didn't work on my TV. I used the VPN.
Because your TV's fucking from Rabbi fucking Phillips, fucking from 1937, that's why. How old is your TV?
The one here isn't old.
Yeah, the one there is like 49 inches though, which is like some sort of fucking weirdness.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah, that's a bad start. That's a bad start because you don't get TVs in 49 inches. You fucking idiot. That's like come from some bootleg shit store. That's a recast telly, motherfucker.
It's a Samsung TV.
Yeah, it isn't. Check the back. It's fucking Toshiba or some shit on the back of it. It's hidden like little letters. Fucking no chance. 49. They go 50, bitch. What the fuck is a 49-inch TV? Who wants a 49-inch TV? Why don't you just go to 50 like everyone else? 50, 55, 60.
It's my girlfriend's TV, so it was free.
Yes. Well, it's Polish then. It's 49 inches. There's no point.
She bought it in London, you fucking penis.
Yeah, in a Polish shop. That's what your Kosporgi means. It's Kosporgi TV.
What's wrong with the fucking TV? Look, it's like, yeah. Fuck you.
Yeah. It'll blow up fucking 49 inches. You don't have fucking 49 inches. Come on.
A 49-inch TV.
I told you, listen. I told you before. Like, do you know how many, back in the day, right? When I was working for, what's it called? Do you know how many TVs and things we used to order in there from every company from all over the world? You don't get 49-inch TVs, you dickhead.
Clearly you do, you fucking strap-on.
Yeah, you do when you go to fucking Gusborgi.com.
I want to see a Saga or an M. Bison.
Thing is that it's no good. You don't want to see M. Bison because sculpted material for the Bison suit just doesn't work. Just does not work. If it's not material, it's not working because he's got this padded suit situation going on. And I don't care how good you are at sculpting, it's just a very difficult thing to master without it looking weird. I mean, that plate throwing fucking Bison at the moment that PCS done it's just weird. The whole thing's weird looking.
All right, let me catch up with the comments now. Shut up.
All
right, William, right. Just looking, just when I was looking at the Hobby Prime one shows the Court Scale Lord of the Rings line, the Aragon and Berserker. That Aragon looks pretty impressive. Really impressive.
Yeah.
Our Commander Shepard's from Mass Effect, and a few more people. Mass Effect.
Didn't play this either.
Tony Scott jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge. Oh, I didn't know that. I knew he jumped off a bridge, but I didn't know it was Golden Gate Bridge. Fucking sad. He was such a fantastic director. It is a shame, but unfortunately, depression hits everyone. I mean, it's not.
It's funny. I saw a video the other day, and they had like people that claim that they're depressed, and they were showing like pictures of them, like celebrities that say they're suffering with depression and all this other thing. There's all these pictures of them looking solemn and looking down and looking all these things, and then it had the pictures of people who've killed themselves from depression always happy, smiling. Always like fucking, do you know what I mean? It's really, really sad. It was quite like an eye-opening thing that I saw because it was like fucking, I don't know, 50 pictures, and then it was like, yeah, and these are the good people that actually took their own life due to mental illness and depression and other things. And honestly, that you when you think of the people that they were, whenever you saw them, they seemed like the happiest people in the world.
Well, someone like Robin Williams, stuff like that. Loads of people. Yeah.
Fucking heartbreaking that is, man.
Gio, do you think United will challenge for the title next season? Yes or no?
If they spend well in the summer, the problem that we're always going to have is that at the moment we're playing very well and we're doing a lot of damage and we're looking like a real town. And I love Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and I love this United team for the first time in a long time. I actually really love the players. I've never, you always love your club, but when Mourinho had them and Van Gaal had them and Moyes had them, I just didn't like the team. I just didn't like who they were. I didn't like, how they were playing. I didn't like their attitudes. I just didn't like them. And I love this United team. So he needs to buy well. We desperately need a right-sided attacking player. Mason Greenwood's having a fantastic season, and he's only a baby. But we need elite level stuff. I'd love to see Sancho come in. I'd love to see Jack Grealish come in. So we need to spend some money because the problem is at the moment we've got an 11. We've got a fantastic 11 that I think on its day can beat any team in the world. But consistency has always been our problem, and our bench isn't good enough. So once at 11 you have a problem, like let's say Fernandes is injured or fucking Rashford's injured or Martial's injured, we are fucked. We are so fucked. So yeah, need to invest in the squad. So I would like to see people like, if I could go out in the summer and buy 4 players, it would be, Sancho. I would probably go for Sal Niguez, which I'm a big fan of. Jack Grealish, to reinforce that midfield, and then probably a centre back. So someone like I don't know. There's a few good ones. Ruben Diaz, Koulibaly, players like that. So yeah.
Awesome.
So,
okay.
Got to spend. Answer is got to spend money. If you don't spend the money in the summer, then probably not.
All right. Good. I'm not going to skip those questions in future. Spartan was Halo.
You got yourself a drink, didn't you? You fuck.
Well, yeah, and as you can see, I'm wrong burdened in it. Do you know? I've got my pajamas.
Have you know what stand up is?
Right, well, right, burgundy. Look.
I love that. Ron Burgundy is awesome. Mr. Burgundy, you have an enormous erection. I do, don't I?
Yeah.
Don't act like you're not impressed.
The Permacut Morning Boys. I'm only getting 2 statues until the end of 2020, but I need to know if I'm the only one being hit with the urges to buy stuff online. Damn, I need to stop acquiring omnibuses and Jim Lee artwork. I keep buying a load of shit. I keep buying fucking comics.
Yeah, he's the wrong guy to talk to. You need to have a little PM with me in private.
Yeah. Ev State in the house.
Thanks, man.
RT, gotta go. I'm sure it'd be a great show as always. Alex, get a haircut and shave. Gio, thanks for looking out for me.
Love you, man.
My girlfriend actually said to me today, she goes, oh, when are you going to go get your haircut this week? And I was like,
this week.
She goes, no, that's it. She goes, oh, no, we do.
Moving the dog.
Oh.
He's come in, he's behind me, and he's like moving me. So
yeah, no,
you're right.
Natalia was like, oh, are you going to go get your haircut? And I was like, no, I don't know, not sure yet. She goes, let me rephrase
that. Yeah, that's what happens when you've got the right woman.
She goes, let me rephrase that. She goes, when are you getting your haircut this week? Is what she said. Anyway.
Don't blame her.
I've started collecting Simon Beasley art prints. Not bad. I've seen some of the Slane stuff you had. Back to it, boys. Catch you later. Take care.
Don't work too hard.
Recast TV. Yeah. Maybe the TV's from Rumbelows.
It's from definitely from Rumbelows.
Impulse Collection.
From TGI Fridays.
New RaddTitan Classic. Alex, you should look into the OLED range. You won't believe your eyes watching movies and playing games. In all honesty, right, I don't really like 4K TVs. I don't really like it when it's too much. I'm fine with Blu-ray level. I don't.
Yeah, Blu-ray level is nice. I always find when I'm watching when you watch football now, the TV, the pictures of the players that they come up, and they're all, it shows the lineup. So now when you're watching football, it's like the goalkeeper walks forward, then the 4 defenders, then the midfielders. They all come and walk forward, and then they stand still, and it sort of freezes. Yeah, and it's then it's the picture of them sort of standing still, and that picture is a 4K picture, and it looks fucking weird. It looks so weird. They look strange. They look filtered to fuck. They don't even look like they're people. It looks like a game. Doesn't look normal.
I'm not
really
fan.
strange.
When you go into John Lewis or something, you look at the TVs. Yeah, it looks amazing. But I wanted to get a 3D TV, but I went, you got 3D TV, and it gives me a headache. It gives me a headache.
Some of them are really good. It's just got to be done right.
Mass Effect, another one. A 49 inches, weird, but fairly common TV size. LG and Samsung make them. Yeah. Also, saying they're taking the mick with their delays. Old PCS and old. I don't even know if ARH is still. I think they're still doing.
They don't exist, are they?
I think I saw someone post something the other day.
After the scam they pulled not long ago, was it how long ago was it? Where they went missing?
That was 2 years ago, but maybe 3 years ago. But the thing is what happened was they were funded by that guy, weren't they? The guy who fucking started funding Danny and then fucked everyone over there. Pullman, what's his name?
Yeah, it's Payman.
His name's Alex Payman, that's
Payman.
it. And he basically, he was funding ARH because he's minted. He was funding ARH, and then they were just like hemorrhaging money. So he said, "All right, I'm not funding anymore." Then they couldn't keep up with what they were doing, and then he started funding Danny Hines. Danny Hines fucked over him, and Danny Hines fucked over a load of people. I don't know what's happening, really.
Is that big-headed Smurf cunt still sending fucking loads of?
Yeah, he's still around. He's still around. He's still got a little. Like, I saw Paulik put a thing up going. He's still got groups like his little love group.
You're joking.
There's a weird size. You want 50-inch for Mass Effect.
Yeah, you're 1 inch too small.
Yeah, story of my life. Depression wears a mask. Yeah.
Unless you're faking it, in which case it's quite clear for every fucker to see, it seems.
Tony Scott found out he only had so long to live due to cancer and jumped off the Golden Gate Bridge. I didn't know he had
that's horrible.
I remember reading it, though. It was really sad, yeah. Done some great films. Done True Romance, one of my favourite films. And was that him? Tony Scott? I'm pretty sure it was. He also done Last Boy Scout, which is fucking awesome as well.
Yeah,
and
pal.
Funny enough, I'm pretty sure he did Tony Scott. Didn't he do Man on Fire as well?
I think definitely Tony Scott's Man on Fire. I'm sure it is.
Tony Scott done some really good films. Really good film. I'm pretty sure he did do True Romance. And True Romance is one of my favourite films. I absolutely love True Romance. I knew these DVDs would come in handy. Yeah, Tony Scott. Yeah. So, yeah. I think it was unoperable brain cancer. That's sad. I guess he felt the jump would be a quicker way out. Yeah. Watching you guys on my 49-inch Samsung going partridge. You're dangerously close to to porky pigging it. What's that?
Porky pigging it. I don't know. No idea.
Porky pigging.
Wow, Johnny Bingo.
X cross X. Sub everyone. Why your barber and Scottish shit.
This is better than your fucking, your fucking thingies, you prick.
Super Soldier here on his 75-inch telly says your hair looks platinum blonde.
Thank you.
He's in. He's not in Trinidad, is he? That guy? No, Tobago or somewhere. No, is that him?
Super Soldier.
LOL. Puncher XS. I just bought Sony Bravia 75-inch Ultra 4K plus a 4K player. John Wick in 4K looks amazing. Sakon von Ferner. I can't watch stuff in 3D. I only have one eye. I don't know if that's true or not. Some people just, yeah.
Yeah, you definitely could do it at two because it's not going to be easy to follow that. That's for sure.
I know the movie gets no love, but Green Lantern on a 3D TV is awesome.
Dude, I've got no problem. Do you know what? I'm not massively upset with Green Lantern. I can still watch it. I don't think it's terrible. It's cheesy as shit, but I don't mind it at all.
Only Alex would say something like, I don't really like a TV resolution had too much quality. LOL. Gio, the thing on the display TVs that's shit looks weird is a motion interpolation. It's a shit setting. Okay. No, it's just that when I watch, it's kind of like when you watch a movie in 4K, and especially when you watch like an older movie and it's been upscaled or something, it don't look right, and it kind of like it makes like a movie have a different. It looks almost like it looks almost like a TV film sometimes. It kind of changes the feel to it sometimes. It doesn't work always. I don't think it always works. Some films look amazing, like because they're filmed that way. If you watch like Inception in 4K, it's going to look amazing. If you watch Avatar in 4K, it's going to look amazing. But certain other films, it doesn't look right. I don't think. It can be turned on and off to get rid of those dog shit soap opera video. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It looks like a soap opera. Yeah. What did you hear? Thoughts on the Iron Studios X-Men triple threats? They look amazing. They look absolutely really, really cool. A lot of money, but you get a lot of bang for your buck. You get characters that you may not necessarily pick up, and also they're doing more add-ons.
There's one that I really like. I can't remember which one it was, but there's one I really like.
They look amazing.
There's one of them that I really like the look of.
Yeah, Pacific Rim. Funny enough, I think the only movie I've got.
Pacific Rim is the one that gives Alex a headache.
Yeah.
Pacific Rim is the one that gives him a headache. The one that actually I think looks really good as well is I watched The Hobbit. watched The Hobbit recently in 3D, and it was amazing. And I watched Man of Steel, and that's fucking brilliant in 3D as well. When they're all like, with like his dad and stuff, and the way it starts, it's fucking brilliant. Love that film.
It's a good film. That's on my list as well. Pacific Rim, yeah. When they started fighting, we watched that. Who was it? Me, you, and was it Gary?
Might have been.
No. Mike Wells.
Can't remember.
Was it when we stayed up to watch like UFC or something? I can't
Yeah,
remember.
it might have been Mike for a fight.
Yeah,
Mike likes the sports, doesn't he?
Tony Scott did Deja Vu and Unstoppable. Yeah, good films. Kevin Sutcliffe. Porky Pig. Oh, doesn't wear pants.
Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't. That's right.
Even just Donald Duck. Yeah. Trinity.
Yeah.
Sorry, got that wrong. I don't know if that's really bad then to say.
Not really, because it's like, I think it's adjoining islands. I think it's not adjoining islands, but I think they're very close because it's Trinidad and Tobago, isn't it?
Yeah, 6. It's true. I lost in a shoot accident. Sorry to hear, brother.
Really?
I lost his eye, yeah.
Dude, let's hope you did. Did you shoot yourself? Tell me you didn't shoot yourself, because that's really bad if you shot yourself.
Well, it could have backfired.
Yeah, but like none of them comedy sketches, where you look down. Why isn't this working?
Yeah. I think the barrel's blocked. No. Evening, gents. First great thumbnail for next week. What was next week? Oh, Flash Gordon. Second, I received my XM Joker a few weeks ago. So awesome. Lastly, great Falcon bust, Alex. We were talking about it just before the chat, and it's really nice. But the Punisher's great as well. I got the Punisher and the Falcon. I do have pictures of it on the thing. And so that's the Falcon one. You kind of really look it up. Really good. Really good sculpt. I wasn't really keen to get this at first because someone offered me it just before, and I did say no. And then the guy who was selling it actually had the Punisher one. And I just thought to myself, right, I'll save a little bit on shipping, get them together. So that's why I got that. But the Punisher was the reason why I got it, which is that one. Really nice.
I like that one.
Yeah. There.
Nice.
Yeah. Really nice one, actually, Punisher. One of my favourites are the ones I have.
Why is the guilty punished? Why? God, why? God, why?
3D format is dead in the States. It wasn't popular compared to Europe. I think we still released them in 3D, a few of them. Not all of them, but they did all. Didn't they do all the Avengers and they did all the Marvel in 3D, didn't they?
Yeah, I've got all of them in 3D.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Yeah, because
I can show my boy that. No matter what happens.
That makes sense as well, because don't you remember a lot of the Americans were getting them from Zavvi, weren't they?
Yeah, that's right.
They're getting all the HMV exclusives and stuff, because I think I don't think Blu-rays are regioned. He did Top Gun, Man on Fire, True Romance, Last Boy Scout, Crimson Tide, Days of Fun, and Beverly Hills Cop 2. That's
all brilliant films. Then. Yeah. That's a list and a half. That is. Days of Fun is a fucking great film.
The OED stands for organic. It makes colours true to life, and I think 4K looks fake in most cases. Yeah, it depends on the movie, because some movies are filmed with better quality cameras. I went to this actually was a thing where talking about 3D as well. I went to the cinema to watch Avatar, and it was quite random actually, because I went with my sister, which I don't really go out anywhere with my sister, but I went to the cinema with my sister to see Avatar, and it looked absolutely phenomenal in 3D. It looked absolutely amazing. I had such a good viewing experience of watching it. I thought to myself, wow, I've got to go see more stuff in 3D. The week later, I went to see Clash of the Titans, and it wasn't filmed in 3D, and it was done in post-production, and it was fucking terrible. So
the film is terrible anyway. You should have just avoided the whole film.
The first one's not as bad.
Nah, it's terrible. The whole thing's shit. They're both shit. You got to watch the classic. You got to watch the OG, man. Otherwise, don't bother with that.
Yeah, that smooth motion setting is garbage. Makes everything look like one of those TV soap opera like Days of Our Life. That's what I feel with 4K. So I don't know whether then it's just the settings. It was a crossbow and it wasn't self-inflicted. Damn, man.
Shit, man.
That must have been terrifying. Jesus Christ.
Fucking who shot him with a crossbow by accident?
Yeah.
I bet you ain't friends anymore.
Man, I had a handful of thumbnails for the chat. and I have to admit this week's was pure genius. Yeah, your one was me and fucking Gio with like our heads on two women wearing bikinis.
I like that one. What's wrong with that one?
I had bigger tits than you, I think.
But that's definitely not right.
Tony Scott did not have cancer. He was on medication that most likely gave him suicidal thoughts. His autopsy showed no signs of an underlying health condition, such as cancer.
Wow. That's fucking horrible. That's even worse then.
I'm thinking about the Iceman from XM, for my XM line. What do you guys think of it when you saw it?
Loved it.
Really, really nice. But the prototype was a cunt to put together. To get him to go on the base. Do you remember me and you?
Was it?
Yeah, me and you were trying to put it in the base, and we were.
I just really like the actual paint effect that they used, because they used like a really unique paint effect with doing the ice. The way it's done is really, really nice, like a pearl sort of shine. It's fantastically done. Really, really nice paint. I was blown away by the paint. In fact, it's a massive piece that'll probably be worn.
It's a big piece.
It's not small. It's a monster.
It would pair up really nicely with some of the Sideshow pieces as well. Like like the Rogue. They've got very similar bases to them. They would go really nice. X Cross is saying 4K. Psh, it's all about 8K now. Jesus, man. 3D is still a big thing in the theatre, like IMAX 3D, but it's not a big thing on regular TVs at home. Yeah, as I was saying, I remember that a lot of the Americans were ordering a lot of the Marvel MCU stuff through UK. And I think Gio and I were both asked to actually order a few for people to send off.
Yeah, that's right.
Some feedback on the Queen Studio show because it doesn't have pegs or magnets. I think that's fine. What do you guys think? Bale update. Got all the pictures on that. I didn't know there was no magnets, so that's a bit weird. But if it works, it works. Clash of the Titans remake and 3D version. Yeah. 3D is dreadful.
The whole thing is just a terrible idea from start to finish, isn't it?
Apparently
it's got what's his name in it as well. It doesn't pull off the lead.
Well, Sam Worthington's a bit of a cock in real life anyway.
He just doesn't pull off the leads. Weak, so weak, and he comes across like a spoilt brat, and you just like that's not Perseus, man. It's not Perseus. You're fucking this up now.
Stuck on one photo says he forgive his friend about his eye.
I'm glad you're a good guy. See me, I would have shot him in the back of the head.
I did both rock ones and nice guys. What we talking about now?
Both rock ones.
Nice guys is fine. What's his name? The guy from Drive, Ryan Gosling in Nice Guys. Well, makes me laugh.
Oh yeah, that one. I remember that one.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about the thumbnails now. Yeah, he did the two rock ones. So he did like
what rock ones?
There was one with the Rock and Sean William Scott, and
I'm guessing you're the Rock, are you? You can't.
I think I was, but I didn't do it. That's the problem. I didn't do it.
I mean, honestly, where does this come from? If anybody is fucking Scott, it's you fuck. It's not gonna be me, is it?
What was the other one? The other, I can't remember the other one now. Gio, any news on your whole transformation? Yeah, Gio's waiting for me to go to Singapore and fucking hand deliver it to him.
Yeah.
That's what's happened. I've actually just...
Did you honestly think that I was going to just share my fucking best friend and get no benefit whatsoever myself? Are you fucking joking? I think I would honestly be so cool with the fucking XM situation if there was not the slightest benefit for me. Which is, hey bro, nip over. When you go for your job and you have a couple of meetings, you do all that shit, pick up my fucking shit and bring it home for me, will you? And it's like, yeah, all right. I mean, the thing is with me, man, I'm in no rush. I'm not that. I learned a while back, which was, you know what, being first ain't great. Like, it ain't great.
Yeah.
The chances of paint imperfections, engineering flaws, and things like that, they're much higher when you're first. I mean, I was one of the first people to get this Spider-Man premium format exclusive in. Mine was fucking horribly painted. Horrible. Had all the wax paper that literally was like rubbing off the piece, and they stopped doing that. Later batches, it's just like, you know, you don't want to be the guy. You don't want to be the test guy. That's not where you want to be.
Format, didn't you?
What's that, mate?
You had an early Spider-Man premium.
Yeah, because you know. Do you remember when they used to send you an email and say, "Do you want your thing early?" pay the remainder of the balance and you can have it and we'll ship it in a few days. And you go, yeah, all right, like a fucking idiot. Then it arrived, then it was like, I pulled it out and it was like really light blue. Like it wasn't, I loved the piece, but I was like the paint. When I saw later versions of it, it was perfected. I mean, it was like, because you've got 2 or 3 different ones in a lot later versions of the regulars, and they were fantastically painted compared to mine. And I was a bit like, fuck. Being first, honestly, bro, being first, like getting there first and doing a video, and you know, I mean, when me and Alex started, that's what that's how we used to be. We used to be like, oh man, so, I'm getting it, coming in 3 days, get around to my house, drop what you're doing. You'd be like, yeah, but I'm working. No, take the day off. You know, go in sick, fucking take the day off, come here, let's do this. It used to be all like that, and it was great for like us, like to catch up and drop everything to do that. But honestly, you learn lessons later because you know, for someone, let's say for example, you're just a kind of like your normal cat, your normal guy, you've got no other guys that you meet up with who collect. Let's say you're in that position. Your piece is the only reference point really, other than pictures of something that you own. But I don't have that. I have loads of people that collect, and I've been all over the world looking at this. I'm like, that don't fucking look like mine. Why don't that look like mine? And it's like, that's much better shaded than mine. Oh, the reds are lighter than mine. Oh, the blues are much darker on it, you know, and you have all of that. And you've seen it in front of you, so you're like, fuck. And you learn pretty fast that being first with things is not ideal. Rushing things along to get them to you, honestly, I would advise against it. I would say, don't be the guy that's like, I'll pay you more to get it early. You know, don't be that guy. Just relax, man. Sit back, relax. Let them people get them and go, oh yeah, you know, look at my Hulk transformation where it looks like he's been eating out the She-Hulk, or he's had a fucking rotten apple or something all over his face. I don't want to be that guy. So
my wake-up call for that was when I ordered the J. Scott Campbell Spider-Man, which was one of my first pieces to pre-order.
1/5 one.
Yeah, one of my first pieces actually, and then I went on the wait list for the exclusive, and they emailed me to say, basically, your wait list is converted. We're going to take the money in a week or whatever it was. Tell us no. It was kind of like tell us no if you don't want us to, but we'll take it in a week. And I didn't see the email, and I basically got sent the exclusive and a regular. So what happened is they both turned up, and we did like a comparison in my garden. I'm pretty sure we were in my garden doing a video about it, and the regular, I think it was like so much better painted than the exclusive. They were totally done. They looked like the color of the blue was so different, and that was kind of the one where I was just like, oh my god, wow, that was the first time I kind of experienced it really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's you know, you start a certain way, but you do realize later that the later stuff, when you know, just seems to have a little bit more. I mean, I really don't like getting a low number. I
don't know, because it's hit and miss.
I don't know if it correlates that well, but it just in myself, I worry. Just in myself, I'm like, if I get a box and it's like number 4, I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake, I don't think
that's the case. I think what happens is they're painted, they're in a
and they go around, they move around,
and then they'll pick up ones. They'll go, that's our stickers on it. Painting that needs this and needs that, and then they go with the base numbers and they just fucking stick them on as they go along.
I know, but the thing is with that though is, although that I know that to be true, and although I know that it's a conveyor belt and the numbers don't really mean it's the 4th one that was painted, I know all of these things. You know, like for example, when you're walking over a bridge and it's really high, you know that you're okay, but your knees got a little bit fucking jelly, your feet got a bit numb, you're like, fuck, this is high, like that. Yeah, you know you're safe, but you're just worried anyway. It's an instinct. So my thing is from previous experience with low numbers, I never think they're painted as well. It's just something that I've noticed with my stuff. So I am always nervous when I get a low number. It doesn't mean it correlates. I'm just saying from personal experience, I'm just a bit like, if something come through the door and let's just 500, I would rather have number 500 than have number 5. That's how I would want it.
Well, I'm going to have to say the total opposite to that in a way from my experience, because there were loads and loads of issues with the legendary scale Big Chap bust. Loads of issues, loads of people breaking them. I literally got told, like, oh my God,
this is and all that in the head, isn't it?
Worst piece ever. Someone who he was actually friends with at the time was going, yeah, this is the worst piece ever. He smashed it. He said, oh my God, this is shit. This. There are quite a lot of people doing it. I got number 13 thinking the same thing. Like, oh my God, mine's a low number, blah, blah, blah. Mine was perfect. I had like a few little issues, but, you're going to get.
It was very nice. I actually really like that.
You're always going to get some imperfections. These things are hand painted. There's always going to be some overspray, some wayward paint. There's always going to be something. They're hand painted. But some of them were bad. Some of them were really bad. So it's I don't know. It's hard, and it doesn't always correlate. But
no, I don't think it does. I know the rationale in my head that says nah, but there's another part of me that's like So
when am I going to get a Sideshow to distribute for XM in the States? Well, there was actual a conversation going on. And I don't know what my hair's fucking doing. What the fuck? There was some kind of conversation going on, and what happened was it was going, and then they were going to have a meeting, and then I don't fucking know what happened in the end. It didn't go anywhere. So,
something to work on, mate. Something to work on in the future.
What, my hair, or sort of fucking
definitely hair? You fucking man bum motherfucker.
So I mean, there was a conversation.
No, listen, it's something you can sort of aim to do, I guess, one way or the
other. Check our forecast to make it even the motion, blah blah blah. Yeah, I mean, I do need to look into it at some point, but again, I've got to a point where I want to. At one point, I wanted like a brand new laptop. I wanted a brand new like computer. I wanted the latest games console. I wanted all these things, and then it just got to a point where I'm like, you know what? I don't play games that often. So for me, I literally bought The Last of Us, which is a game from 2014, and I completed it about 2 months ago, and I loved it. But the thing is for me, I don't mind. I made a comment the other week about how I don't play many games. I got a message from Stuart Fraser basically saying, "What was the last game you played?" And I said, "Well, God of War, Last of Us, Witcher 3, and a few other games." And he basically said to me, "Have you played Final Fantasy VII Remake? No. Have you played Detroit? No. Have you played?" He literally listed like loads of games, and he ended up sent me a box with 5 games in today. And I was like,
bless.
Oh, yeah. So huge thank you, Stuart. I told him though the problem is I said to him, "Don't send me this many games because it's going to take me like 5 years to play them. I don't play very quick. I wanted to play God of War because I haven't started."
I think that's a blessing.
I don't know, man.
Honestly, I know that you lost all your data and shit, but you didn't clock the game.
No, but I had 1 Valkyrie to kill.
Yeah, but you didn't clock the game, so you're better off. Yeah, but you didn't clock the game. So now you can go back and you can start again. It's probably better because I'm going to tell you, right? This is what I'm saying. Before you're like, oh, I just want going off fighting the Queen, right? When you haven't had the practice of the other Valkyries before the Queen is much harder than fighting all the others because the Queen has all the powers of all the Valkyries, all of the moves. So you learn how to avoid them and you learn how to combat them from fighting the other Valkyries. If you just start again and you've got that Queen there, you will never beat her, never ever in a million years, because you've got none of the habits of how to get out of it. Well, it'll take you 150, 200 goes before you get anywhere near it.
But anyway, the other side of it as well was I wanted to play Last of Us because I would have had all my weapons. I could have started and fucking.
I don't know that game.
But again, I had to start that again, and I just started it again. And the beginning's well boring. The beginning takes like a long time, and I'm just like, oh man, I don't know if I can bother to go through this now. Especially,
fuck this.
I started playing it. I played it for about 2 hours yesterday, and then this box turns up with all these new games, and I'm like, yeah, fuck that. I'm gonna play one of these games instead. So yeah. Last film I saw in 3D was Jaws at the cinema. God, dude, I don't even know if we would have been born. When did Jaws 3D come out? Wasn't that the 70s?
Jaws 3. No, it's not 70s. Jaws is what's Jaws 3.
No, it's
3D.
Jaws 3D. Yeah.
Yeah, Jaws 3D. So that was with Dennis Quaid. And
July 22nd, 1983.
Yeah, is it 83?
July 22nd.
Wow, I would have said like mid 80s, like late 80s. I would have gone 88 probably, but yeah, fuck me.
Yeah, so
we were two.
Yeah. Well, no, we would have been. Wait, we would have been one, nearly two.
Yeah.
Is that how it works? I'm trying to think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to get the right screen now. Alex, just buy 50 kilos of old school CRT and a VHS. I actually still own. I've still got a VHS. I've got a couple of them. So yeah, don't laugh at me. I've got loads of films on VHS still. I made Geo the Rock both times. Rock was
man.
Yeah. Good advice, bro. Don't mind waiting for the later batches. Derek's 2 versions of the Punisher. They're the one with the 5 o'clock shadow. Yeah, the other version as well. He's got a different gun. I think he's got like a rifle around, and it's like a modern version. It was like
goes for good money.
San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, but yeah, one sold the other week, and I bid £90, and he went for 93 or something.
I think it sells for much more than that, though.
Yeah, I didn't want to pay too much more.
I've seen people try and get 200 quid for that.
Corey McCoy, Geo should do social media for Prime 1. Sideshow's too soft for Geo. Prime 1 is roughly a manly. I think Prime 1's quite soft as well.
None of them would survive it. This is the problem, because I just don't protect. I won't protect people when they fuck up. And that's what these companies don't understand. When it goes wrong, I'm just not going. I'll just be like, and that's why, in fairness, a lot of the guys I really don't talk to. Alex will tell you, like, I don't have a lot of dealings with any company people, because I don't really want to be friends, because I don't want to be in a position where I see a piece and I'm thinking how much I like the person that made it. That's a real problem for me, and it's the only time in my whole life I've ever been ever so slightly dishonest on a review. Was when I did Andy Fusco's retro Spider-Man premium format review. I saw that piece, and honestly, I could have ripped that fucking piece to shreds. I could have absolutely, I should have done. But he started telling me, and he's a friend of mine, he started telling me about how much he paid for it and how much he had to beg the guy to sell it to him and how much he loves it. And I could see this puppiness in his eyes. And I was just like, and this is before I'd even seen the piece. And he was just like, I'm so fucking happy. And then he pulled it out of the thing. And honestly, if he'd have pulled out a fucking big hairy cock, I'd have been happier. It was awful. It was fucking awful. And I looked at it. I had to go and gather myself for a minute. I had to go and like sit and think, like, what the fuck am I going to do? And I was just like, and I think I did critique it, but I was honestly, it was puppy dog Geo stuff, man.
I think the thing as well is I am a Spider-Man fan. I mean, I'm wearing a fucking Spider-Man t-shirt now, but I'm a Spider-Man fan, and I won that in a competition. I won the he had the retro. I won the class. I won the Amazing Spider-Man for maybe like 50 quid or less, and I still didn't want it. I still sold it.
The thing is, as well, though, the next day, like, honestly, I got up, looked in the mirror, and I was ashamed of myself. Absolutely pissed. I mean, honestly, I was really upset with myself. I thought to myself, you let yourself down there. Should have fucking called that shit right down the line. It's the only time I've not said exactly how I feel. That's the only review.
I don't think we were really like overly. I don't think we were overly critical about it, but I don't think we were like very positive about it.
I think, yeah, but I think I still remember. I have it. It's one of them things. And that's it. I mean,
I don't remember, but I don't think we were.
Yeah, because you probably were just you. See, I had to adjust who I was, and I had to fix myself. Yeah. I had to adjust me, and because I really didn't. He was my friend. He's my friend. I didn't want to shit on him. He's my friend.
You know what I do notice though is like when we start, one of us starts laying into a piece. I think at times then the other one kind of adjusts to that, to try to adjust to the good cop, bad cop. I think that happens sometimes as well.
Yeah, definitely.
There are times where I'll be ripping the shit out of something, and then all of a sudden you start being positive, and I'm like, what the fuck's going on here? Why, this is fucking terrible. And you start going, yeah, but you know, the lines on his under his arms and stuff look good. You know, what? Pouches look good. Where are Q Collectibles based? Q Collectibles are, I think, an American company. They did the Judge Dredd, the really nice Judge Dredd. There's a guy who, oh god, I can't remember. His name's like Santa Gutos. I can't remember his name now. He used to.
Excuse me.
Travis
Too much fizzy water, man.
Pre-ordered the Sideshow Gambit. Nice.
Congratulations. Really nice piece.
Q Collectibles is Switzerland, I think. Well, the guy who runs it's from Switzerland.
Oh, my God.
Emma Frost was a high number, and I was lazy. I think I'll sleep. Yeah.
That's a great one. That's a great quote. Emma was a high number and her eye was so fucking lazy I still couldn't sleep.
Is that Jason? Is it Jason?
Who?
Is that Jason then, Joe Figure? No.
I have no idea. It's fucking funny. Who the fuck is it?
I was editing his room tour, and he goes, basically, the Emma Frost. He goes, my girlfriend came in and looked at it and said, "Why does she have Steve Buscemi eyes?"
I like that. It's good.
Gio, why'd you take the cover off the Hulk?
Cover off the Hulk?
Red Hulk
cover. Oh, I'm having another one made, dude. I'm having a new display built for the Hulk transformation to go with that Red Hulk. So, you know, there's, if you can see behind me, there's like a big table that's on Orco's next to him at the minute because I just thought it'd be funny. But yeah, I've got a big fucking display built to put the Hulk transformation and the Red Hulk in. So I have to move on.
XM don't need Sideshow, that's why it won't happen. I don't know. I mean, it's always good if the business.
Yeah, always good. I mean, the
Sideshow can help anyone. Sideshow holds licenses, and they hold the worldwide licenses for so many pieces that
it's definitely beneficial. It's
I don't know whether it'll benefit the other company at times because Sideshow want quite a lot, But
that's always a problem, isn't it? You'll get what you're asking for, but fuck me, it's going to cost you a lot.
Well, what will happen as well is XM, if they were going to sell through Sideshow, the edition size would just be like doubled,
Oh yeah, straight away. Yeah.
More demand, more availability, the edition size would just go crazy, and then people will be like, "Wow, I remember buying XM because they were maximum $9.99." So that's what's coming up. Tito Montenegro, cheers. Sorry, I'm late. You better be.
Go stand in the corner.
Sean Dirich, you guys, any thoughts on the probe on Lord of the Rings at pre-sale tomorrow?
They're going to do very well.
Got some pictures on there coming up. Mac Collections. Yo. Alex and Gio.
Mackie boy.
Let me just catch up with these and then we'll go. Alex, you got to play Spider-Man on the PS4. I didn't like it.
Neither did I.
Again, I'm a big Spider-Man fan, and I played the game. I gave it a lot of chances, even when I told I was speaking to Rebecca at Cisco, and I told her where I was up to. She said, "Play it for another little bit. You'll get to this better point." It got to the better point. I played it for a bit longer, and then it just repeats itself so much. It's like go to the top of the city, fight these people. Go to the bottom of the city. Go to the top of the city, and it's just like go to the furthest point every time, make your way back, try not to get distracted on the way, and it's just like I got bored of it really quickly, really fucking quickly.
I came off God of War with it and played it, and then because at the time it was like these are like this is the best game and all this shit, and I come off God of War and I literally put it on, and within 20 minutes I was like, this is shit. I got no interest in this at all. I actually, unlike Alex, I didn't give it a fair fair crack at the whip. I literally played for about 45 minutes to an hour, and I was like, I really don't like this. I don't like the way he feels. I don't like the way he's moving. I don't like the sort of the enemy routine, the way that they all come in, and it's just like, it feels like very button bashy to me. I just didn't like it. I was a bit like that. I'm not digging this.
I was switching between the two, and it's really hard for the buttons are well different, and it was hard to switch between the two. Nice shirt, Alex. Cheers. Yeah, so it's like a Spider-Man head, basically. I don't know if you can see it all. Yeah. It took me 21 attempts to beat the Queen, and Gio is right. Wow, 21 attempts actually is quite a good chance.
Very good.
I think I fought her about 50 times and I didn't win.
You got to crack on with them other thingies.
Jaws 3, that is 1983.
Yeah.
I'm the designated driver.
God bless you, man.
Cheers.
Thanks very much.
Got to get another drink in a minute. Ask George a football question.
Sports, any sports. Hit me.
Congrats, Carl. I don't know why he's congratsing Carl on. That's what I love about Gio. He shoots from the hip, tells you like it is respect.
Thank you, brother. That's nice. You get a bit of a target though. Unfortunately, it's Alex is a lot more popular. But I can have that. I don't mind that. That's absolutely fine.
Sabertooth on PO. Bedroom Beethoven's. Your
I love that. I love that Venom Pool.
It's really
PCS.
nice.
Yeah. It's quite a big price point, but it's a fucking massive piece. And the stuff, I saw a video on the unboxing of the prototype, I believe, or maybe a production sample. Fuck, it looked really special. It looked really nice. Really nice.
Really nice. Any news on next Modern Form start shipping New Year? I don't know. We just put our Q3, Q4 timetable. I'm not sure if he was on there. I can't remember off the top of my head. You'll have to look it up, I'm afraid. Spider-Man PS4 is a load of it really is.
I'm not going to disagree.
Yeah. Bowen Electro with arms on UK, but well worth picking up. I'm looking at it at the moment. Electro, and I think he had Sandman as well.
Sandman's big, man. Sandman's not going in that thing you've got.
I want Electro, Sandman, and Hydra Man.
Sandman is not going, and neither is Hydra Man. They're not going in your
rugby.
units.
Do you watch rugby, Gia? He's asking about rugby.
Nah, do you know what's funny? Yeah, do you know what it is? With rugby, when I was at school, we played like the year 7, like versus like year 9 or something, like year 8 in my school, and there was a fight. There was like, I went to a pretty rough shit school, and there was a fight. Like there was a big punch up like that was caused, and our year, because I was in that year, I didn't play. I wasn't playing in this game. But our year basically got banned from playing rugby as a result. So we weren't ever allowed to play it. We had to play softball and fucking tennis. So at the years in my schooling when, you should learn about that sport, and I don't even know the rules, really. I mean, I know there's union and there's league, and there's a big difference between the two and all of this. And my nephew's actually quite a talented rugby player. He plays at the Saracens. For the Saracens, the kid, the kids, he's like 13, but he plays for them, and he's quite a talented lad. So he tries to teach me, but I'm just like, well, I keep picking up, man. What the fuck's wrong with them? Can I not kick? But we just have a laugh with it, But yeah.
Joe Figure. I won the Sideshow Oni Akuma Summer Demon last year at the Sideshow New York Comic Con event at the bar in Manhattan. They sent me shit. Message them. You'll get it, man. If you tell them you won it,
you need to get on with that. You need to post that publicly as well.
Yeah.
I'd definitely ping them a message. Don't play nice. Get onto RaddTitan group and post that you
go
won
on to the Let Your Sideshow Geek group.
Do that and all.
I have a list of it.
Everywhere.
So definitely tell them that. They'll send it to you. Is that Joe Miller then? Maybe that Joe Figures Joe Miller.
Deciphering your names, motherfucker.
When you guys going to design a statue, just create a Kickstarter already. Tired of those lazy major companies. In all honesty,
been offered so many times. Been asked so many times.
What actually happens in a lot of the custom stuff, which people don't understand, is a lot of it is done by people in the background, and what they do is they approach people who are in the community and they come to them and they say, I want to make this statue, but I want you to kind of make out like you're making it. That's kind of what happened with that Danny Hines guy with Payman. Payman fucked him over. Then, there's all these other ones as well, like, they basically they're just the face of it, and I think that happens quite a lot. So when you see people making statues, it's not necessarily them making them. But if we were to do it, we would do it properly. But the thing is like, I'm not really that. I can critique it, but I don't know. I don't know if I'm that creative to make it.
I can create it. I mean, in fairness, there's actually a lot of statues. There's a lot of statues that you and myself privately have been involved in their creation and ideas and how they actually look and the final look that they have. 30% of it, 20% of it, 10% of it. There's loads of statues that we have, but
a lot of it, there's normally a concept.
I think I'm one of them guys. I don't really want to shit where I eat. I like the community, and I don't want to take any money off no one. I don't want to get into any business with no one. It's just not. I have it. I have it. The community as a hobby. I enjoy it, and I enjoy everyone that's in it, and I want to keep it how I have it. I don't really want to make a career. I don't want to make a career out of statues. I don't want statues to be my living, and I don't want, because what, I'm one of them guys. When you enjoy something, I want to enjoy it. I don't want it to become stressful and be like, fuck, I've got to fucking, go in there and deal with this, and I've got to deal with that, and this fucking idiot and this sculptor's saying this, and now, and he don't want to do it. I don't want to deal with the drama, man. I don't want to make it so that I don't enjoy what I'm doing, because at the moment, the reason why we've lasted as long as we've lasted is for exactly that reason, is that we haven't stuck our hands in every fucking pie that could possibly be thrown in our way. Don't think we don't get off. We haven't been offered. We've been said, like, I want to do custom projects with you. I want to design statues with you. I want you to come in and be, partners for this, that, and the other. I want you to represent this, that, and the other. We've always just said no, because it's like we say, it's kind of like a place. I don't know if you really want to be in it, and I always worry as well if anything was to go wrong. It's it's calling people scammers now so fucking easy. I mean, Jesus Christ, it's so easy to just be like labelled a scammer, like, because you won't give someone the deposit back, or you know what I mean, or anything like that. It's just so easy to just turn the tide on people today.
One of the issues as well is like talking about calling people scammers and whatever else is like. I'm trying to think of that example. Yeah, fuck, it's gone now. I had an example in my head. You kept talking.
Sorry, man. You should have interrupted. That's what I do.
I tried to, and then you kept talking over me again.
I didn't. You didn't.
I'll get back to it. Sucker Von Ferner, apparently you're the highest bidder on that Electro. God damn you, man. I want that Electro. Scarlet Witch is scheduled for 3 or 4. I think that's for quarter 3. Pictures. We're going to go into those. Alex, please ask XM about Visions. Go with Scarlet Witch. We had a vision, and then we showed our concept, and it kind of got copied by a couple.
It got copied to fuck. That did, yeah.
Yeah, weird. So we had to redo it. Quarter 3, yep. Jonathan Fiegro, email type of work, just stood with me. Okay. Thanks, Cody and Nick London. Hey guys.
Yo.
Are you still CGC? Yeah, I'm still not as many, because CGC's been closed for about 3 months, but they're opening up soon. So yeah,
I've actually started picking up a few homage Amazing Spider-Man 300 comics. Started getting into a few of those.
I just sold one. Actually, I sold an Amazing Spider-Man 700, which is Dr. Octopus as the character jumping out.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm trying to get like, it sounds silly, but I'm trying to get like characters I kind of dig. I don't mind that Dr. Octopus one. There's like a Deadpool one, and there's a Spawn one I kind of like, and the characters I like.
I had that as well. I saw that. I had the Spawn one.
Spawn. Was it 300 or was it 27 something?
227.
Yeah, that's the one I want. It's a 227.
I had 2 copies of it.
You should have told me. So don't matter. But yeah, I got a couple. I got like and Venom 20. I think I got Venom 25 and 26. A couple of sets of those. Because they're both homages.
They sell for about 50 quid raw now.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
I might have one, mate. Let me just check out my eBay because some guy cancelled one.
Cool.
But the one I have
is it graded or raw?
No, it's raw, but it's a minimum 9.6.
Sweet, I'll take it. I'm your Huckleberry.
Waiting for payment.
Yes, I've been picking up a couple of them.
Oh, so yeah, he pulled out of it. He won it for fucking hell. Yeah, he won it for £72 and didn't pay. But the other one is the homage of 226, which is the one with the clown, like the Hulk, with the Wolverine claws.
What?
Show the Hulk 340 with Wolverine. He's got the Hulk in his claws.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's a homage to that, where it's the clown. They did like a whole run of them from about 220 to about 228. There was like a homage of all these different covers.
But the one that you've got that I can have is the Spawn one where he's jumping like ASM 300.
Well, I mean, we can do some deals here, can't we?
Yeah, sure.
We'll talk about this off camera.
Sure. Yeah, you don't want to fuck me in publicly, do you?
I can't get it. I can't get it up, and when I'm being watched. So
I'm sure. Just farm it in, son. It's fine. Let's go.
We'll do this off. I might let Electro slide. I already have one with no arms. Any production picks from Gambit? No, but I've got the. I can't share them, but I've got like all the box tests and stuff like that. SS Gambit looks awesome, but I got Accept Gambit on pre-order. I hope I did make a mistake. I prefer the pose on the.
They're both good.
I prefer the XM.
They're both really nice. So
I like the face on the Sideshow one.
I mean, if you'd have bought the Sideshow Cyclops instead of the XM one, then you really fucked up.
Some people think it's better though.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck what they say. If you think that's better, then your bank balance is telling you so. Because if you watch that geezer, that's why I loved his video. I love that geezer's.
DT Evans' video was fucking wicked. Yeah, I watched it.
But you watch that video and there's no way you come off there and you don't go, wow, it's such a mismatch. It's an embarrassment. Mm. He literally was talking about things. He's got like them side by side close together. You just like, wow, it's just so fucking mismatched. It really is. It was beautifully done. I literally loved every single part of that video. I think that is the best really, statue-related content I think I've ever seen from anyone.
Production quality on it is really good as well.
Very good, well edited. The guy comes across really well, very personable. He brought his family in.
Like a short on fucking Netflix or something easily. Alex, if you want a good game, play Sicario. I can't play Sicario because I am unfortunately quite an angry gamer, and that game is meant to be as hard as Dark Souls, so I can't play it. I can't play it at all.
Do you throw stuff?
Yeah. And,
or anything.
It's not like the old times where you can kind of like you can throw the controller and you're kind of stepping on the cable or something. It's not like that. If you throw it now, it's gone, man. It's gone.
The thing is, it ain't no coming back. It's not coming back.
And the thing is about the PlayStation ones, for example, is they're fucking.
They shut up. They shut up. Do you remember fucking the Nintendo? How much we used to fucking fling that. I used to take the Nintendo pad, right? I used to hold it in my hand and fucking smash my head off it. I never forget I used to do that.
Well, the Nintendo
playing Mario or playing something like that. I used to like get and go fuck and like crack myself with it.
But yeah, but you didn't do that. You didn't do that with the Mega Drive Genesis ones. They were fucking bricks.
The standard Nintendo ones were fucking stupid thing to bang off. You can't. It's two buttons and a little D-pad thing. It's not going anywhere.
No, but the Genesis ones were like solid as well.
I think I got really past that after them controllers. Like after Nintendo, I'm not an angry gamer anymore.
I'm quite angry. I played. Well, the funny thing was, you know what I played the other day? I say the other day, probably about 6 months ago. But I was playing the mini SNES, and I was playing Donkey Kong Country, and I was on the fucking minecart one, right?
Yeah, it's hard. It's fucking hard.
Fucking mental. I was going mad. I threw that. Very good. Shadow, what's cracking? Sicario died twice. Go watch the rest later. Take care, Mark. You got this. raped the name Sicario. Ghost of that looks amazing. That game, Ghost of Tsushima looks that looks really good. I saw the Mr. Magoo review of SX Cyclops. He prefers it to XM. Have you lads already discussed the ES on the single orders for Thanos and Lady Death? Oh shit, I didn't put them in there actually. I didn't put them in there. Yeah.
Is this it's actually part of your job, so it probably should be there.
George always gets upset when I talk about XM too much.
Nah, don't get upset. Just it's not bring your fucking homework to a party weekend. Yeah.
Fuck your couch. All right, what I'll do then? Do we just download these pictures, then we'll go on to the pictures?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so
don't get sidetracked, motherfucker. That's 1 hour and 40 minutes of waffle. Although it's actually, I've got to be honest with you, this is my favourite part of the chat.
What, the waffle?
Yeah, just the sort of like chatting with people, interacting. It's the kind of bit I like the most, to be honest. I do like going through the pictures, but I do like sort of like having the banter. It's quite good fun. It's the part I like.
Okay. Nope, don't want to replace that. Should just call it the same thing. Give it another.
Yeah. How many pictures we got today, do you know?
A lot.
Oh, fuck. We'll just try and get it done in 30 minutes.
Oh, shit, really?
Yeah, it's 11:30.
We have 300 pictures.
Yeah, well, you got a minute a picture.
Let me get a drink and let me get ready for this. So, who was the greatest boxer of all time? There you go. All right. So
for me, in my opinion,
don't answer it.
Greatest boxer.
Alex.
I will always probably say that Roy Jones Jr. is the greatest fighter I've ever seen. Roy Jones Jr. for me is the greatest fighter I've ever seen, especially at super middleweight. I think that he's a fucking, and he was a person that again broke a record which has stood for 108 years, which was going up and winning the world heavyweight title and then going back down again and winning cruiserweight or light heavyweight, I think it was, when he fought Antonio Tarver. That's never been done in 108 years and probably again won't be done in another 100 years. Just it's painful that he just fought for too long. Yeah, so he would be my guy. Most talented fighter I've ever seen. And at super middleweight, unbeatable. No one was beaten him, ever. So I can't think of a fighter from any era that even in that weight class of super middleweight, which is a rich weight class, that could literally get in there and live with Roy Jones Jr. So I think he would kill everyone.
Okay. And he was also in Matrix as well.
Yeah.
Is he not Matrix?
He's like that. He's like that. He's like, hey, shit. You know, you think me shit.
Apparently, what happened was the guy from the first one, I think his name was Tank or something, or his brother. It was one or the other. He, the one who didn't die, he wanted as much money as Keanu Reeves to do the sequels, and they just said, "Yeah, all right, fuck off."
You died.
Yeah, you're dead. You're dead. You're dead. Yeah, don't break my exclusive TV with my SNES controller. I bought Noir. That Noah looks really good. It looks almost like fucking Geralt from Witcher, Final Fantasy, and Red Dead this week. As I said, I got sent like 5 games. I got sent Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 1, Detroit, Until Dawn or something. Horizon Zero, Resident Evil. There was another one which was something. Detroit, Becoming Human. Final Fantasy 7. Until Dawn. So yeah, they're the games I got sent to play. So we'll see.
Come on, let's go.
All right. Roy Jones Jr., baby. Maybe please get an XM Bethesda statue. I'd love to see an XM Bethesda. I'd love to see an XM.
They're capable. They're capable of doing that one because it's a character that doesn't get a lot of love. So I see XM making someone like that.
1/3 scale Magneto's Legendary Beast Studios, but I did ask Jay today about what's happening with their Thor and their Magneto, and I think their Thor's going up for pre-order very soon. All right, let's do this then.
Let's go, motherfucker.
Let's go. All right, guys, we're going to go on to Z Pictures. Can you see him yet?
No.
Okay. What'd you say like that for? That's your fucking question. Don't need to be snappy. Screen share. That one. Application window. That one. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So these are some of the ones I got. So I got the Craven.
It looks like you when you borrow your mum's fur coat.
Well, the one you nicked off me.
Your mum's fur coat, you idiot.
Yeah, the one.
Not a sheepskin coat.
All right. There. So that's that one. It's really, really heavy. Detailing a bit lacked, but it's actually not too bad. It's not terrible. The only problem is in that light, the coat and his skin color looks very, very similar. So there's not much different to differentiate between the two. But he's not terrible. I think some of the problem with some of the bones though is the hair sometimes can be all one color, you know. But you have to remember when these came out, there were like 5,000 of them, and literally like they were $25, $30 each. So I mean, imagine buying them at the time. You'd be laughing, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Green Goblin.
There's my mother making an appearance.
Yeah. George, you're grounded. Unfortunately, this one has ongoing issues with scrap because it's made of metal. They didn't prime it, and they just flake off. So yeah, there is that. The Black Widow, which it's meh, you know. The Brown Wolverine.
These are all awful, by the way.
And I got the Punisher.
That one's nice.
And the Falcon. So
that one's nice. The other three are wank, but them two are nice.
Because the Falcon's like that, I have to kind of look at him like that. So yeah.
Yeah, really. I also love like how much of the bottom of this picture you've kept, because I mean I really want to see that much of it.
Yeah, I thought it was balance. About balance, yeah.
It's fucking so bad. Oh yeah, this is to show you. This is
his Skeletor with his little fucking. What's that game? Squash. His fucking squash ball.
he's got little. He's got an orb. So the hands are being sculpted by Ian Wilkinson, thanks to Jan, who sorted me out. Who sent his hands, so they've been resculpted. So these are both my hands, and I decided, if I'm going to get hand sculpted, I wanted like maybe something a little bit more original. So he's got like an orb, and we went back and forward with Ian about it. It's got that's like a pearl. So it's like a pearl orb. He's got in his hand. So it also fits a little bit with the color scheme of the piece, because there's in the ram's head and things, and there's a bit of pink and pinkily purpley highlights throughout. So it sort of keeps in line with the piece. It just hopefully it'll look nice when it's on. But quite happy with that. Looks good. Hands look great.
Cool. Good. It's good the came together. Got it up and all working, So you
should have that in a week, I hope.
Yeah,
but yeah,
forward to seeing that piece. Looking forward.
Me too.
He's been fucking handless, fucking ages.
He's been standing there like that for ages. Like shit.
All right. So next one is these are from Outside Collectibles. So this is Ada Wong from Resident Evil 4. Great character. I love it. She also got Resident Evil 2. There is another version of this, but
got legs for days.
Yeah, this one's great. Really nice, quite classy base on it as well. Really, really cool piece. Switch outs as well, so you have the gun. It's quite clever where the switch out one, she has that ribbon on her arm, so you kind of switches out the guns there.
Yeah.
And then also the choker kind of thing where she can switch out the head, so it's kind of seamless.
Yeah, clever, very clever. It's clean, looks good, man.
Yeah,
really. I don't know anything about this character though.
Yeah, she's basically she just fucks over Leon all the time.
Oh, if I could just keep that.
There you go. There's the sunglasses head with the kind of Tommy gun.
Tommy gun.
Yeah. And there's switch out there with the wispy hair. Cool. Then this is Khan. This is from Soul Reaver. So the Soul Reaver piece from Gaming Heads kind of what took a long time to come out. Really, really popular piece. That was really popular. Now they're doing a European piece. Hopefully, it'll be quicker to be released than the other one they did. The main Soul Reaver guy. And then this is the Tucker Corp Studios. So this is the How to Train Your Dragon. So this is licensed. For some reason, this the Sideshow one of this was ludicrously popular after the fact. So when it came out, no one wanted it. And then when the actual piece was delivered, people were actually selling them for quite a bit of money because all of a sudden everyone wanted them because it came out really well.
Yeah, it's a nice piece. Come out well. Yeah. This looks great though. This is rammed full of detail. This
loads of detail, loads of switch outs. Really nice. Really, really nice piece. Switch out head, switch out weapon with the flaming sword. Yeah, really nice.
Awesome. Yeah, masked and unmasked, all that.
Yeah. I actually went because of the popularity of the Sideshow one. I actually watched the cartoon, and I was a bit disappointed.
Can you tell me what his name is?
Who, the dragon or the person?
Either.
The dragon's called Toothless.
What's he called?
I don't know.
Hiccup.
Huh?
His name's Hiccup.
Hiccup, is it?
Yeah, it's his name, yeah.
I don't know. I'll take your word for that.
I really should, because I'm right.
Are you? Why have you been watching recently with Georgie?
No. Do you know what? I can't get fucking Moana off the TV.
You can't
I can't go.
Oh,
I can't. He won't. Honest the fuck. I watch Moana at least twice a day. Like there's little moments where he's like, he just wants it on. So I put it on for like 20 minutes. He may fall asleep or something. But fucking hell. I thought to myself, Finding Nemo's close. I'll put that on because it's close. It's the sea. It's bright. It's colourful. Like Moana is. Oh, fucking hell. He's just like, he just turns to me. He's like, no. That's what he does. It's like that. He's like, no. And I'm just like, no, what do you mean no? He's like, no. And I'm like, you don't like this? He's like, no. So then I have to. It's like literally, he'll watch Despicable Me, the first one, for a little bit. He'll watch Puss in Boots a little bit, and he'll watch Moana a little bit. If you start fucking with that, if you fuck with the program, it's a problem.
Oh man. Also, then Connecticut's doing an artist series, so they've taken on a bunch of artists. I'm familiar with two of these. I'm familiar with Franco, of course, Franco Carlissimo. We've spoken about him a lot on the chat. I'm also familiar with Maria Panavlova. She did the piece for Infinity Studios. You're the one with the dragon and the mouse. She did that. I remember watching a documentary about her, but
beautiful piece.
I'm not familiar with the other names. I probably should be. I'm really hoping that they take on some of the. Actually, you can see from the outline in the back. Oh, I didn't notice this on my phone. Oh, I think I know what piece that is that Franco's got. Franco's got a piece on his in his photo album, and it's like a horror piece, and it looks like that outline.
Yeah, I may have helped with some of the selection.
Yeah. It's got a clear body, and you can see all his stomach inside. I think that's the one. But if Connecticut's are moving out and doing a horror line with Franco, that's fucking exciting stuff.
It's exciting. Definitely should consider it.
Horror stuff is, I think, his better stuff. His comic stuff is really good, but his horror stuff is a different level. And
I think his horror stuff is the standard that it's just got creative. It's got much more creative in it.
Well, I think his head must be a fucking scary place. I tell you, some of those creatures he does, terrifying.
The baby one is fucking well bad.
Oh yeah, the nest where the oh fuck, what's it called? It's called I can't remember. It's called the one where they're holding the baby by the leg over the nest.
Yeah. It's like the monster. It's like giving it to its chicks, isn't it? And it was like some sort of demon, man. Fucking kept me up for about fucking 3 nights.
There's a few of them. There's a guy called something the thyroid. There's a guy called. There's a lot of weird ones, but And he also has been doing movies as well. So he did. He was credited for a few movies recently. He's doing well. Okay.
Good for him.
Congratulations. Maria, I do remember Maria from the one with the mouse. He's got like a little wooden sword, and he's like up against a dragon, and it's a really, really cute piece actually. Unfortunately, I'm not familiar with the other guys. I should have looked into them really before the chat. But
Fired.
Yeah. Okay. This is the Aragon from Lord of the Rings Prime 1. This looks pretty epic.
What's the situation with the base? Is this from Return of the King? So these are like the fallen.
It's the third one.
Yeah, Return of the King.
Look at the third one where he goes and gets the dead army, does he?
Yes.
Persuades them like to lift their curse kind of thing. And it looks like that, and that's
very cool, man.
That looks special, man. That looks really nice. The whole again, I said this a few weeks ago, and I said that they've taken the ones that Sideshow did. Sideshow and Ware did a lot of them, and they did them really well. I would have then gone for the ones which Sideshow did the best out of their lines, and trumped them. And the Orokai, the Berserker, the Berserker, Aragon, they're all great pieces, and this looks phenomenal. Yeah. This then is the Gandalf versus Balrog. Sideshow did do a better version of this, Sideshow Mayor, but I don't think this looks bad. I mean, I think the price
may have just been they expected more from Prime 1.
Maybe, yeah. But I mean, this is a huge piece. I mean, the nearly 80 centimeters by like nearly 60 centimeters. That's huge.
That's a monster, no doubt about it.
Yeah. And that base is massive. The base is half of it.
But that might be the problem.
Maybe. But I mean, what was that? The Mind of Moria, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's the Minds of Moria.
Yeah. I mean, that looks. I mean, the problem with these photos.
You know what you found in the dark.
Heavily fucked with on Photoshop. So it's hard really to know what you're going to get.
That's just a digital image. That's not the fucking statue. It's just fucking ridiculous. It's a waste of your fucking time.
Yeah.
Just show the statue. I mean, look. Just like fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But, I don't buy from them, and this is probably why.
Back of it like that. It looks nice. Yeah.
I've got to be honest, I've been, not the biggest.
Exclusive with the whip.
Whip's the answer, though, isn't it? That's a very good exclusive. That's the exclusive you want. It's the whip.
It's nice.
It's
great. You need to see this in person. I mean, there was a guy who did a video of the Lord of the Rings stuff recently. I didn't watch it though. Did you watch it? He was in the Japan store and did a video of the Lord of the Rings stuff from one shop. I didn't get a chance. I know Nick posted it, but I didn't get a chance.
On RaddTitan?
In the group, in the chat.
No, I ain't seen it.
And that's all you get there as well. It's all the parts.
It's cool.
Just went up for pre-order. Oh, it goes up for pre-order tomorrow. 3 p.m. Japanese
tomorrow?
time.
It's not the 9th. Tomorrow, bro.
Yeah, it is. It is.
You sure?
Yeah, it's the 8th today, my friend.
Oh, fuck me. Okay.
Then PCS Guile in hand. A tactical. It's not a tactical one, but the Guile. So
no Sonic Boom pictures yet. I know what I see. Looks nice, huh?
Yeah, that's really nice. This then is the what's her name? Armaki or something. And yeah, so
wrestler girl.
The wrestler girl there. Yeah. So that's her. This then is the Cammy variant. I can never remember her name. I remember we were on the chat the other week with Jay, and all of a sudden he started come out of it. It's like the Caprio or something, isn't it?
No idea.
Like DiCaprio, or something like that. Oh, just realised I'm not checking the comments, am I? Damn it. Should be looking up comments. Sorry, guys.
Got too involved.
Yeah, again, too involved. You're telling me to fucking hurry up.
Well, you're not hurrying, so you ain't listening. So don't blame me.
I can't multitask. If I try and multitask, I fuck everything up.
Yeah, it's typical man problems.
So, where's these live comments? God damn it. Now it's giving me fucking TikTok videos.
I'm not you as well. Bad as my wife.
I know, it's like giving me all these adverts for shit. And
I'm not you as well.
there you go. So then this is the base Spider-Man. They're working on that. And then we're on to the Queen Studios, Christian Bale Batman. I don't know why they did it like that, because like you see these pictures of it where you see all the funny hair like that. And then, like, obviously, that's like a progression thing. And then you go to the next one, he's got all the hair. I thought it was because somehow he was going to have the cowl somehow.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Obviously, it's the sculpt gets added to it at the end of it.
Yeah.
The sculpt must be separate, and they put it on. It's funny.
Yeah.
I saw some pictures of this, and I was like quite impressed with the likeness. And I went to I was sitting with Jenny's dad, and I went, "Look how fucking much he looks like Christian Bale." And he put his glasses on, looked at it, and it's amazing, isn't it? He went, "Who's that?" I said, "It's Christian Bale." He went, "I don't know who he is." I was like, "Put your glasses away, you fuckhead. What's the matter with you? Jesus Christ."
Just go for GeoLegs, Angry Statue Collectors. That would be an amazing second YouTube channel, Angry Statue Collectors. And the fact that you guys read comments brings everyone together. That's well timed when you just missed a load of them. Bringing together makes this hobby much better. Virtual beer on your way. Hard Hero Classic G1 Transformers. Oh, fuck's sake, this is not fun. All these comments are going all over the fucking shop. So, yeah, this is a prime one. The Queen Studios Bale to go behind the Queen Studios Joker. And I think it's great that they accompany each other, though, like that.
Yeah, I do as well. I mean, I don't understand the other mask portrait at all because, behind the piece, I don't know. It's obviously going to be more conceptual than anything else. Because everyone would be like, "Oh my God, it's Bruce Wayne."
Yeah, exactly. Hard Heroes Classic G1 Transformer bust is really nice. Joe Fig, I used to own the Megatron and Prime one. I think First for Figures did some as well. They're really nice. RaddTitan Hugh, I think that's his name. Hugh made those Sideshow ones, by the way. House of God, Toothless, Moana. Welcome, my brother.
You're welcome.
They're nice. I have a few still. I have the full scale Megatron collecting for years. Nick London always wanted to do video reviews, but never had the courage. You guys are inspiring. Appreciate the time and effort you put into the videos. Got to jump now. All the best, Nick. Take care. Adam just signed in. Yo, my brothers, you're late. Kev Hume made it. Lord of the Rings is my kind of thing, but it not my kind of thing, but does look good. Nicholas is saying 80 by 60. I think that's for Balrog. What scale the Gandalf is. I'm so undecided about getting this. Adam goes up tomorrow. Nick. Shadowloo Cammy was the one with the mask, and then sculpted by Punisher XS. Sorry, just have to catch up with those. And Bale and mask.
Nice likeness, nice looking piece, and very clever. The concept reasons to have them, but they can have them like that. It's very clever. I like it.
Yeah, 63 by, so what's it? 69 by 40 by 63. So,
cool scale this.
No, it's third scale, isn't it? 1/3 scale.
That's big. Massive.
Yeah, but it's not like terrible to display.
It's not ludicrous, no.
You can put that in the detail. It's not a terrible to display thing, ladies and gentlemen. Sideshow Premium Format Joker or Queen Studios Joker, which is the best? Well, I mean, the Queen Studios one looks better, but probably the same kind of argument as Cyclops is the price point is going to be better on the Sideshow one, which a lot of people are going to go for, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the biggest issue. Is like people think that people can fight tooth for now. They're going to fight tooth for now for something to be better, because buying that one means they've got more money to buy another piece or something else. Whereas characters have little value to some, but they want them. So like you've got people like who really love a character and they'll pay to have the best version of it. Then you've got guys who want it to complete a set. So they're not, but he's not really that important to their set. So they want it just as a filler. So they're not going to pay stupid money. They're going to pay double prices to have a Cyclops. They just want a okay Cyclops or an okay any character. And then there are other guys who just don't want what.
That was a valid point as well that the DT guy, DT Evan, put up, was the fact that, you know, a lot of the people will make the point about cost for XM, but if you're in
Singapore, if you're America,
if you're in Singapore, that's not the case. If you're in Singapore, it's more expensive to get it from Sideshow.
Well, so if you're in Asia, it's more expensive to get it from Sideshow.
Yeah. So
not just Singapore. I can't just be like, oh, it's on my doorstep. If you're in Asia, Asia's massive.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it nullifies the price as an argument, realistically. It may not for Americans, but it does for the world. But the point is that yeah, but like I say, like I'm trying to say to you, if it's a really important character for you, you know, then you'll spend, you know, if you really want, if Joker is like really important, and you want the best version of that character in the scale, and, you know, the scale's right for you, then you're going to pay for it to be right, you know. If it's not, if it's just like, oh well, I've got like Bane and I've got, you know, I've got fucking the Joker, I've got this and I've got that, I've got Batman, I've got the, you know, I just want it to like put in the background. You're not going to pay out of the arse prices. You're going to get the cheaper one. So
well, that's what Joe says as well. Joe Figure saying, who's going to post the unmasked Batman behind the Joker? Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Omar's just woken up, Omar Emperor, and
welcome up, brother.
Carl is saying, well said, Gio. Carl's not talking to me because I was insulting his hair yesterday. So,
how dare you?
You look like a Lego.
You of all people should not insult anyone's hair. Yeah, homeless fucking rabbi looking motherfucker.
His was bad, and he's got like a fucking mullet going on now as well. Yeah, this is a great picture. The Queen Studios Hulk bust getting a haircut, and you got the guy in the back with the Queen Studios t-shirt on. That's such an awesome picture.
Yeah, great shot on it.
Yeah, I love it. Do you see the video of them destroying the?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Basically, they had a 40 product, and basically the guy comes over, rips out the teeth, slices up the face, just like cuts it to pieces, and just saying like, you know, this is how serious we take QC, and they just fucking obliterate it, just cut it apart. But it was interesting to see that. Something quite like scary, like not scary, but something like where you're looking at it, you're thinking, fuck me, that's a $2,000 piece. They just cut the pieces.
I actually felt when they were doing it, I felt like, oh my God, that's really easy to destroy.
Yeah.
That's how I felt. I just thought, my God, you know what I mean? If someone walks past with a knife, like fucking going towards the kitchen and they pass that, you know, if you did that to a PF, you'd have a nick. You'd have a nick on it. You'd literally, you could just literally touch it up. But that's going to go straight into it. And I was a bit like, wow, you know. That is very easily broken, very easily cut up.
Yeah, they sliced it to pieces, literally, like badly. These are then in-hand pictures of the Queen Studios Joker. So he looks nice, looks really nice.
Very nice.
Done really well. A lot of detailing on there. Yeah, very cool.
Nice detailing on it.
Picture of the Queen Studios one riding in the car. And then you got the Tweet Heads Pennywise, chapter 2. I just watched this recently, actually.
What do you think?
Didn't like the second one. It was boring as fuck.
I quite liked it.
I liked the first one, but then the second one got boring quite quickly. It's like they dragged it out.
First one's much better.
Yeah,
I like the second one.
But they well dragged it out. Oh, and also probably the worst part about it is we watched them one after the other.
No, you don't do that.
We did that, so it was quite.
This is quite a nice little concept. I quite like it. It's a small scale. It's quite cute, man.
It's really nice, yeah. Then this is me tomorrow. I'll be doing the Grimlock live video for XM Studios. Then these are in-hand pictures of XM Studios because people were worried about him wearing his lipstick and whatever else. So
yeah, you got a few shots of this, have you?
Yeah, I got a few. So these look nice. They look fantastic.
This is the best Hulk. These
pictures make my job a lot easier, I'll tell you that. Because these are like pictures someone's just taken on their phone or whatever, I hope, and not really trying, and it looks great, you know. No problems with the shading.
Shading. Yeah,
it's fantastic, and the art print.
This is the king of the Hulks, man.
The art print's really nice as well. They've gone like with more colour.
Well nice. Well nice. That's the best art print I've seen them do.
It is probably their best print. It's probably their best art print. So let me turn this around, guys. There you go. Yeah, I really like that print.
That's wicked, that is.
Next time I'm in the office, I might go to them, guys, give me a fucking print.
Worth a try.
Yeah, get them to send me one of every one. I'll do a Hall of Fame like TK does. People keep asking me, I've been asked a million fucking times the dimensions of the Hulk. This is the dimensions that we have measured. So 64 by 60 by 71 centimeters. If you want to do that into inches, you divide it by 2.54. I'm not going to hold your hand. The box size on this is wrong, though. The box size is here, 96.5, 71 by 48.5. So it's a big box. Shit, man, that's well big. Am I going to be able to get on a plane?
Yeah.
God. So yeah, that's the measurements. Then there's some more pictures here as well. Michael Collectibles.
Lovely pictures. This.
Really nice pictures. Looks great. No, it looks awesome. Really looking forward to seeing the actual production pieces in person. And then this is just a concept I saw someone post when they were talking about their Hulk transformation, and I like the art actually. I quite like it. So I just followed it. This then is all the Planet Hulk and so Gladiator Hulk.
Yeah.
I believe this is sculpted by
it's got Aaron Ray Perez name all over it, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It's not confirmed, but I'm like, I don't think they've announced it, even not even working for XM. I haven't been told. I think, have I been told? I can't even remember. But just looking there, you can tell that's Aaron. Yeah.
Fucking Shield's wicked, man. That Shield. Jesus Christ.
Then you've got the Iceman, so you've got the Bobby Drake. He's got this like pearl paint on him. Really cool. These are really...
I saw that in person. I was blown away by that paint.
Yeah, here's the One Punch Man. The legs, the body, heads.
I do like having factory updates. I do like it.
The thing is with the new group, I've seen saying opening up quite a lot, and I really like that. I like looking at him. He's commenting on a lot of posts. He's sharing all these factory shots in the group. He's really getting into it. He's really nice to see. It's really nice to see, actually.
Yeah, good. He should. That's what it should be like.
This is that Scarlet Witch? Yeah. So these are all Scarlet Witch. This is all Thanos. You've got these, Thanos legs, Thanos.
Fast productions at the moment. Things are moving, isn't they? Really moving.
Lady Death. Yeah, so we did put out the lists for the third and fourth group, and people were saying like, "My God, it's so soon. I thought I had more time and whatever." So you kind of can't win if you're going to give people too much time or less time. It's either too long, too short, and you can't win.
Definitely.
We try to speed up the
problem
factory.
that you have also. The argument is always going to be that you've been slow. So people have probably bought pre-orders thinking, oh, I've got ages, I've got years, because this is still not out yet, and this is still not out yet. And when, you're all of a sudden like, in 3 months, 4 months, it's going to be ready, people can shit themselves.
Yeah, well, Nick
because it's like, Yeah,
well,
Nick,
the thing
Nick
is,
Nick's going to need someone's couch to sleep on when his missus finds out.
His missus... he needs to marry her or give her a baby or something to keep her quiet.
Needs to get her occupied, that's for sure. It's funny, though, because I gave my wife a baby and that didn't help me with pre-orders, that's for sure.
But the thing is we put out these lists, and we did announce that with the new system, we are going to be moving on production much, much quicker. And we did announce that. We put out in the newsletter, we put it on the on social media, but
it doesn't matter. It's a vague statement. What does that mean? It's going to be faster. Faster to what? Something that's taken 3 years or 4 years and is still not out, and then it's ready in 4 or 5 months. You don't seem to understand. This is what I'm telling you. If you've been slow and this project's got just dragging the fuck on, which has been, and then all of a sudden you start getting your shit together, there is obviously going to be complaints because it's very hard to understand that. It's like this. It's like, for example, the Sideshow Silver Surfer thing. They say once they do a tease, you'll see it within whatever. That's all bollocks. Look where we are again.
Yeah.
How long has it been? It's been fucking ages since they said that it was. And then they've released other pieces that no one even knew coming in between that happening. So, it's the same old tricks, isn't it? You can't win. And there's no way you can't prepare. That's the problem. That's the downside with like pre-ordering things, and you pay a deposit, and then when it's ready, you got to bing that big money across. That's the problem, is that you never know when the day's going to be your day, and you can't sort of go with past things with anything.
But it's even with Iceman, as soon as even though he's been shown as that style the whole way along, people are like, "Oh, why isn't he clear resin?"
No, it's never been clear resin. It's much better. It's much better than clear resin. Though that paint, it's the best Iceman paint.
We've sent out our Mystique plaques, so people should be getting those soon. I'm pretty sure all of them have gone now to the distributors. There may be some delays with certain ones where they've gone out with their containments and they've used by sea, which can take months. So if it's gone out by sea, there may be a bit of delay. But then you need to contact your distributor or who you got it from to communicate when you're going to get one. So yeah, I'm pretty sure we sent them all out now. The final edition size of the single Thanos is up, and that is 350. And
Shit.
And then the Lady Death is 150. So obviously the set is 999. That's sold out. And then you got the regular, which is the 350 and the 150. So yeah. Then also the bronze diorama, Justice League diorama, has been reduced from, I think it was I want to say 68, but it was a random number, 138 or 168, and it's gone down to 100. So
that's it.
Yeah,
100 made.
100 of these made.
Shit.
And it's one of those pieces where it's likely not to make the company money, and it's likely to be more of a portfolio piece. So that's
definitely look what we can do.
Yeah, this is then something that someone requested I put in here for you. This is the repaint of their Thanos throne, so this is progress of it. So they want to hear your feedback on it. Sorry. So can you see it?
Yeah.
You're very quiet.
Yeah, I'm paying attention.
Well, that's pretty much it. There's just those pictures. Progress so far.
It's like a really drastic change.
Yeah.
I like it though. I think it looks fucking shit hot. I really like it.
Yeah.
I like the fact all the pipes and things and stuff have got a little bit of like rust and use in them. I like the colours that it's gone with, like almost like a stone for the thing. It's very different. Like it's very different. Because it's the thing is with Thanos on throne bases, the colours running through the seat all very samey, especially like the back of it and the bottom.
Yeah,
there's some real separation in that. I like it. I like the concept a lot. It's amazing.
It's Cody's one, and it's painted by John Arad.
Looks fucking cool, really cool.
Yeah, no, I think it looks really nice. Cody was just like, "Oh, can you put it in the chat? Because I really want to know what Gio's going to say about it."
Mate, if I was confident that this could arrive in one piece anywhere, I'd probably get my throne repainted as well. I mean, Cody
shipped it within America, and it's cost him $250 each way. And on top of that, he's got to pay, I don't even know, like $1,000 to get it repainted.
Big money player. But I mean,
he's got that cost. That's going to cost him $3,000, and then he's got that kind of worry of it having to arrive in one piece.
Yeah, it's just scary with it really. I mean, as a factory paint, it's not a terrible paint. It's a nice paint job, But versus a pro paint, it's just what a pro painter could do with that piece. It's just it could blow your fucking head off with the sculpt. What they could do with it would just turn on its ass. Really
Well,
like
we've
that.
seen a lot of pieces where they are like dubbed some of Sideshow's worst faces and things like that, and then the pro painted the same sculpt, and it's just like it looks like a fucking different piece. So
massively.
Then we have a custom Anubis.
I really like the look at this. This is just really cool.
I have that one. I think he was working on that a long time ago. That does ring a bell. Then you've got the custom Banshee, so these are going to be shipping out soon, so people will be getting those in hand. You got the green version and the red version.
Blue version, Dick.
Sorry, what did I say? Red. Blue and green. Sorry. Right there.
He was bad as George.
There you go. There's that.
Cool concept, cool design.
And open hand closed. Not sure that's a great picture though, that one.
Well, no, because the angle's wrong. So you want to sort of be up and over it.
Yeah.
With a screaming head like that, you don't take it from there, I wouldn't have thought.
I like the blue one better, I think.
Prefer the green.
You would, yeah.
Yeah, you had that coming. I think green's the classic suit.
Yeah, you might be right. I'm not 100% sure. This then was something I come across, which is actually from like 2 years ago. So this was an Aryan kit. And this is the Berserk Bayonet of the King. And it's like on a hand. It looks really fucking cool. I want one.
Where is it?
Just a hand holding the Bayonet of the King from Berserk.
Oh, okay.
And
I don't know any of those things.
These are two different paint schemes. So there's basically like that's from the side. So this is probably the paint I would go for. And then you got the other one, which is more of a greeny kind of thing with the front of the bayonet.
Yeah. Nice.
Apparently, green is the classic color.
Thank you.
So yeah, a really, really cool piece actually. Another custom Captain America there. So that's that.
I've seen this design before.
I think it's Graven.
No.
Then you got a custom Cyclops.
See, I really like this one. I don't know who it belongs to, but this is the sort of argument that I use when people try to say that Sideshow's one is classic Jim Lee one. It's fucking bullshit. It's classic lazy crap statue. But this is a Jim Lee Cyclops. It's fucking, it's bagged full of detail. Look at the sculpt on that. Look at the detail on that, on the suit. Look at the textures on it.
That looks like 90s. That looks like a real animated face there.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? It looks like a proper fucking. Look at that. Look at the detail in the sculpt. It's not even painted. Look at it. Look at the work that's gone into it.
Got that one coming.
Who has?
Emperor.
Oh, nice.
Emperor's got it coming.
That's what it should look like.
Yeah. Looks really nice. Does look nice.
It's a lovely Cyclops.
There's a bus from Exorcist.
Yeah. Jesus, fuck you. It's fucking brutal, that is.
My dad was like, paid someone to take my mum home. They went to like a date to the cinema.
Yeah, I remember.
Because he was scared, pussy. This then is the Western Ghost Rider. So, very cool.
Yeah, I like it as well.
Huge. Wonder if there's a market.
I mean, it's the original rider, isn't it? The thing is with this, though, it's just a great concept for like big Ghost Rider fans.
Yeah.
You know, really like the flamed up horse. I think it's really cool.
All down to the paint. If they can paint it properly.
It needs to be painted right, but yeah. It looks great, though.
This one's saying, Geo. The comments are all going all over the place.
Geo, you're a cunt. No.
The one likes AF. Oh man, these comments, they don't work on my phone properly. He says, Geo, leave the Sideshow Cyclops alone. He's not that bad. I love him.
Nah, it's not. It really is bad, dude. Sorry.
And then be Alex Thompson, that Regan is both cool and creepy as fuck. I couldn't have something like that in my room.
Yeah, scare the shit out of you, wouldn't it, really?
Yeah.
That's a Gypsy Catcher 79 fucking piece, that is.
Then
fucking terrifying.
This, I think, is a Franco one.
Yeah, this is the Franco. This is some better shots of the Franco Ghost Rider. Nice. Simple, like, in design and things, but look, yeah, it's got 3 heads, I think. One closed mouth, one open mouth.
Version of the Diamond Select one.
Yeah, it does, yeah. It's, you know, and got a nice light up on it. So, yeah, it is a nice light up.
Is that some cell-shaded Hulk or something you sent me?
Yeah, it's wicked, that. I really like that. I mean, that's quite cool.
And then you got Caleb's Joker.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's funny though, because not overly.
I like a lot of his stuff, but this one doesn't really jump out to me, to be honest with you.
Thing is, though, is again, it's the same thing where you think a gun should be higher. Gun doesn't be high enough. But I mean, it just looks a bit weird. It's like really low. Thing is, as well, though, is you say Caleb's name and you have this expectation of something that couldn't be made or something that's like insane. And when he does something a bit more simplistic but really high quality, you just you're not as interested as you should be, because it actually is a really decent looking Joker.
He is. I think as well, because as you say, you expect more from him, and I think as well
you can't. But he's dead. But that's a damned if you. That's a damned if you. That's a damned if you do, damned if you don't. If you make something elaborate, you turn around and say, "Oh, it can't be made." You make something simple, you're just like not really impressed with that. See, you can't win. You can't win.
Yeah, I guess they say a victim of his own success if he does all these elaborate, crazy things, and then goes that way. No, totally.
A bit like XM though, as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
If they make, you know, if they make a Hulkbuster and have a 50, you know, fucking switch outs and a million different options, and they bring out a standard statue of a change of portrait, people feel cheated. Yeah. That's what they feel, and you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
This is another custom 1/3 Joker movie, and this is silicon. So, yeah, it's quite nice.
It's nice. It's very nice.
Pretty well made. So next to the corner scale Godfather. They look about the same scale, don't they?
Yeah.
But he's 1/3. I'm pretty sure the Joker's meant to be 1/3.
I have no idea.
Is that King Ghidorah?
Yeah, King Ghidorah, yeah. Ghidorah. Ghidorah.
Jesus Christ.
Get that wing. I just love these pictures. They're great, isn't they?
I bet that's fucking ludicrously big. I think that's it's well over 1 meter wide.
Easy, but look at the paint on that. Looks fucking crazy. I really love this as well.
Who painted that?
Huh?
A woman, her name's like Titanium Nukem or something. Titan Nukem or something, yeah.
She painted amazing.
She does she done a load of Final Fantasy stuff as well.
It's amazing.
Great stuff. This then is the...
I really like this piece. I'm a big fan of this. I think this is incredibly sexy.
Anything redhead you'll go for.
I really will. But look how fucking hot that is. This is lovely.
Yeah. No, really nice. It is nice. Big
expensive. I don't know. I have no idea what the costs are. I just think it's a beautiful piece.
Or shipping and that, and it's going to cost you like another fucking $500 to ship, isn't it?
I have no idea. I like it though. How fucking wanked does this look? How long have we been waiting this for?
I think it looks nice, but the problem is
do you really think this looks nice? I think this is horrible.
For pre-order over 5 years ago, and the guy who put it out for pre-order, it kind of bothered me with his way of doing it, where he sold it to a load of his friends half price, and then got them to say they paid like $1,800 for it or whatever it was.
Oh, that's it. Yeah, I remember that.
They were going, oh yeah, best piece ever, before they saw anything about it. Ordered it, paying half the price, and then everyone else was jumping on paying the higher price, and then he was like lowering the price and stuff. So it was a bit over the place.
Didn't we get offered this like really cheap?
No, because we fell out of him.
Oh, is it? Who? I don't even know. It is. This is what I mean. I don't get into details because I just like to judge it as it is. But for me, how muted is this? I mean, it's just like it just seems like the sculpt is lacking so much detail in it.
Like 6 heads or something, 8 heads or something ridiculous. But the problem as well is like one of the heads is that kind of like the concept where it's like half and half, and it doesn't work. It's like half Wolverine and half him, and it doesn't work on a statue. Problem is this went up for pre-order about 5 years ago, and it's just moving well too slow.
It just seems really dated. I mean, it really seems dated. It's a mute. I mean, this is like fucking terrible compared to XM and Mega Red. This is really like far away. Do you not think so?
I don't think it's terrible. I think
it's awful. I think
it could be bad pictures.
I mean, look how fat them fucking thingies are on his. I mean, how fat are they? Yeah. There's no delicacy to them. There's no articulation to them. They're like big fat fucking sausages that he's got there sticking out of his wrists. They're horrible. Look at there's no textures. It's really this looks another dated sort of crap piece. This.
In 5, 6
this looks. It just looks like but that's what I mean. It looks like that. That's what it looks like.
Then you got.
What's with the custard head? What did he drop? Ambrosia on top of his head.
Yeah.
Fucking awful, horrible piece that is. I can't believe. I remember all them years ago, and everyone's talking about how great that piece is, and look at it now. It looks like a fucking kit. It looks like junk.
Mm. Someone's calling it sausage rad. Sausage rad.
Yeah. I'll make a sausage.
Then you got I don't know where this one's from. This is Scarlet Witch and Vision.
This fan art job. Like the Diolo.
Custom Rogue. Does she look
a bit thick to you? Or is it just me?
Thighs look a bit thick, but that's not a bad thing.
No, I dig it. I'd like to take her out for lunch. There's no doubt. But
I like to eat
Rogue. Why can't you just go? Why can't you just underplay it? I suggested that, but I didn't say it like that. You have to just, honest to God, no tact, man. I don't know. It's I thought Rogue was a bit trimmer than this.
John Manoa art. It was that art print everyone was going mad about at New York Comic Con. She's in the background of that. I think it's from that.
Oh, okay, cool.
And then there's the other hair. That's a classic hair there. That's quite cool.
Nice though. It's nice.
Yeah,
nice. Quite like that concept.
This is She-Hulk. Again, George sent me this one.
Yeah, fan art job. Thought this was quite unique in its way. Reminds me of the sort of Marvel Masterpieces cards.
Card where she's on the beach, Muscle Beach, isn't she?
Yeah, she's not laying down though in the picture. She's like standing up and she's sort of holding it above her head, I think. But she is, yes, she is.
Yeah, well, she's got the guys.
She's standing up, and her leg she's on one leg, and the other leg is like bent up. You know, like if you're a kid, like how women when they kiss, they lift the leg up.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, that's how I do it and all. But she's sort of like got her leg up, and then she's like she's lifting it above her.
Thick thighs saves lives.
Indeed.
And you got this, which is a guy who does all the custom Stallones. This is like his name's like Ego Mahana. I was like, does loads of great ones.
So cool though, isn't they?
Yeah, really cool, really cool. What's that one over the top? Is out on the bottom left?
Over the top, bottom left. Yeah. Looks like Cobra top one in it.
In Rambo, yeah.
In Rambo.
Some custom Silver
Surfers. Yeah. So you got the old
Fallen one, or what it was called.
The Fallen one, yeah, which I actually like more.
This is a custom Tifa. This looks great. Absolutely fantastic. Final Fantasy 7. We got a little bit of an upskirt action there, detailing on the boots. She looks really nice. Really nice. Yeah.
Nice.
They're doing these weird things for the Final Fantasy stuff and the Resident Evil stuff where they're naked. They've got like a naked version underneath their skirts and stuff, which is a bit weird. A bit much for me.
Yeah.
On that one, we'll finish there.
Sweet, that's a perfect shot to end. Well done.
Chat is.
We are 23 minutes behind schedule.
Yeah, we did well. And then we got I'll catch up now with the comments because I couldn't really see them on my phone.
Well annoyed it.
So, we have here?
Excuse me.
Yo. Yep, it was Aaron Ray Perez. Would love to have the Hulk transformation. Gabriel Gutierrez. Best paint I've ever seen. Not sure one that was. I think that's Hulk. Best Sideshow is the Hulk versus Spider-Man diorama. Is the best Hulk ever made for me. Putting XM Hulk second. Don't know about that. Paul Allen, love that Hulk. Omar Emperor, love that Hulk. What's this one? Hospitals, hospice, somewhere that can actually do some good. I wish more companies did this. I already contacted local children. I don't know what I'm talking about there.
They'll be talking amongst themselves.
So Tweety Heads are replacing all the Superman 1/6 scale that arrived with QC issues a year or so ago. It's in a refreshing turn. They want to donate all the old statues as opposed to destroying them. That's nice.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Hospice. Need that Hulk. So let's see. Just four and right the Gambits and QC at the moment. Yep. It can take that could take a couple of months to do. ADM have you been? Hi, Matt Gomez. First batch should go out in 2 weeks or so, I guess, maybe a bit longer. I'm shitting myself. Yeah, your girlfriend's going to fucking kill you. I've got a loan with her. It's just, yeah, you need to sort it out.
Yeah, you better get that arrangement fixed, bro.
Whatever happened to Troy's Planet Hulk? It got lost in customs for like 6 months. It was a traditional sculpt, and it got wrecked in customs for a while. Unfortunately, I had to start it again because it got lost, and then realised it was in a bad way. Lady Death looks beautiful in a white background. That's Cody's one, painted by John Alred. John painted that for a very Geiger-esque style. Yeah, it is very good. Style.
Yeah, good spot actually with that. That's a good word. Good film.
John Alred is a very good painter. Yep. Yeah, thanks, guys. Cody. Super nervous about having to ship back to me. Yeah, it should be. It
is the most terrifying part.
Green Banshee is the classic. I'm completely addicted to the Berserk right now. I have the Dulux books, but I still haven't read them. Wow on the Cap. I have that Cyclops coming. I'm inspired. Cyclops is badass. SS Cyclops is going to be a ground in a few years. Statue is such a mate. Yeah, Regan.
What was I doing? Was I being told off then?
No, that was the one I already read out.
Oh.
I leave Cyclops alone. XM Cyclops and SS Gambit are the best choices there.
I think you might be right.
Cyclops is the one. Sideshow Cyclops is one of a set. Jean Grey and Sabretooth. Don't match them.
It's not a set at all, because it doesn't matter. It's like textures, like Sabretooth I own, and it's full of detail. That one is not remotely. I mean, what you're saying there as well is about the Jean Grey is they are sculpted by the same guy.
Yeah,
that much is true, and she is slightly more simplistic to some of the other characters, but she's got a lot of like costume bits and color differentiating parts and stuff. When you've got a character that's all blue, like blue and yellow, yeah, that's it, like blue bodysuit and yellow straps, you've got to put details on that. You've got to put textures somewhere. You've got to put a lot of detail over all of that to try to mask how fucking boring it is.
Well,
otherwise, it's too boring.
Actually, Jean actually came out really well.
Jean's fantastic. But she has a more complicated suit. She has like some flame elements. She's got some funny things with the base. She's got a lot of things that separate her. They put him on some snowy crap base thing, lava thing, and just didn't put in the work.
Well, it looks like he dropped his car keys and looked at the floor and like, what's going on? Yeah, they did a great job on the MG. The MG looks fantastic. MJ looks
really nice. Really nice.
Shadow's got it on order.
Congrats.
That statue end your marriage.
Yeah, probably.
I actually prefer XM Gambit over Sideshow Gambit. XM Gambit looks like a narcissist's douche, which I like. Sideshow reminds me way too much of Canon Tatum.
Has got a little bit of a reference to that in the. But you've got to remember that's prototype paint though. So it may look a little bit less Channing Tatum and a little bit more like
that's what happened with XM Star-Lord. XM were told by Marvel or Disney that he looked too much like the guy who plays Ant-Man. What's his name? Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd, yeah.
Paul Rudd, and they had to change the paint on it to adjust it. SS Gambit base is not great. I don't like. I prefer the SS Gambit heads. So the one on the head, but the way he's throwing the cards, I don't like. The way the card
I think they're both decent, them too.
sausage red. Gambit looks more displayable for me. Sideshow one depth and width are going to make it hard for me to display. Way too much base space takes up 2 thirds of real estate.
That's about Mega Red, isn't it?
Yeah, the upright stance of the XM Gambit, the waving hand like an uppercut. Yeah, thick thighs saved lives. I agree. Can't wait to get my XM. Look at the modern She-Hulk in the Avenger comics today. Savage man-like. Great show, guys. Thanks, Vass.
Thanks, Vass.
Love the show, guys. Best statue chat on YouTube. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Statue of the year is between Cyclops, SS Cyclops, and the Stan Lee custom. George actually saw the Stan Lee custom recently, and he said it weren't as bad as I made out.
It's still pretty bad. It's just not as bad as Alex was saying.
Review coming soon. I just edited the Crow video. I sent it to you, actually.
I haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Well,
Should be watching that.
You can watch it if you want. I just sent it to you just in case you wanted to watch it early. I sent it to you in 2 parts because it was on WhatsApp. But no, I just put some stuff in there. But yeah. Gotta go. The wife can't stop talking and wine is pouring. Thanks, guys. Good night to everyone. Take care.
God bless. Thanks, man.
Right. And we'll leave it there then. So
yeah,
that's that's a good time. That's 2 hours 41 minutes. It's going to be in the second. And good chat. Thanks for everyone for joining us. This has always been it's always one of my favorite parts of doing the channel, and do always really enjoy doing this and trying to bring the community together. So yeah, happy collecting, and thanks for joining.
Smash some likes, share.
Make sure you subscribe if you're not, and
join the notification squad, and obviously follow us on Instagram, Radd_Titan. There's no fees, there's no joining, there's none of that shit. We're a community-based statue collecting group and all that, so it's not how things are done with us. So, but join us and come with us, and at least you'll get to see what we're doing all the time. So, mad love, and stay safe out there. Yeah.
Peace out, people.
Peace.
Gonna go stretching my back now.